All right, here we go, Tony Yayo.
Yo.
Back on VladTV.
Yo, it's been a great summer. It's been a great summer. It's been a great summer, man.
Yeah.
Thank you. Been blessed, man.
You just coming off 50 Cent's Humor Harmony Festival, Shreveport,
yes,
Louisiana.
Yo, yes.
I was supposed to go. I was invited. There's too much. I had too much drama in my life.
You should have went, man.
I should have went.
It was something, you know, what 50's doing down there. He bought half of the city.
Oh, yeah.
And his film studio's gonna be there. He has, you know, theaters he bought, all kinds of things he bought. So, I mean, for me to see somebody come from where we come from, to not, you know, everybody, you know, we talk about real estate and cars and jewelry, but to buy, you know, cities is crazy. And, you know, shout to Orv and Phil, because they're from Queens, and you know, and my man Litro, and you know, they all know each other from the north side of Queens. They had a big record back in the days that actually Drake and everybody sampled. Orv and Phil, so shout out to them. So 50, you know, he was looking for film studios in different places, and you know, he came to Shreveport, and you know, it was crazy. You know, it's nothing like that I've ever seen out of all our tycoons. I would say the first tycoon maybe was crazy. Was that New York City? When Snoop came out, that was crazy. Snoop was driving Big Crip, the Lamborghini. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke was still alive. Casanova was free Casanova. Wyeth and Lucci was there, free him. So that was iconic. You know what I'm saying? Tycoon, then Fifth switched it up to Human Harmony, you know, because there was a lot of tycoons, now it's Human Harmony. And it was crazy because he spent a lot of money. Like, you know, people like, yo, he spent money only on the police.
Right, he spent $500,000 on police.
Listen, if you got $1 billion worth of money, there's levels to this, right?
Yeah, no, I think he did the exact right thing. And it was, I didn't hear of any fights, no shootings, nothing.
Forget the caviar pancakes, I eat duck now. Shout out to Romania. I was in Romania, I eat duck now. So you gotta understand it's levels, you know what I'm saying? So when you're on a certain level, as a 50 or a Jay-Z or a J-Lo or whoever it is, right? You get police escorts now. There's not, Eminem gets a police escort if he goes to Romania or Vienna or Bratislava. So will 50. So will Dr. Dre. I might not get a police escort, but I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's like, wow, when you look at it, we went from running from the police to having police escorts. It's just different levels of power and everything. So when you have $1 billion worth of celebrities, when you have Dave Chappelle, Cat Williams, Andrew Schultz, you got the championship, you got Bud Crawford, you got Clarissa Shields. Yeah. You got millions of dollars.
Master P.
Master P, Skrilla Baby. The list goes on and on.
The Baby.
On. A-Boogie. A-Boogie had a whole jewelry store on his neck. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, you don't want nothing to happen to anybody on your watch. Yeah. So yeah, he spent the $500,000 on that. He spent probably maybe $200,000 just on generators. You know how they got the Spear in Vegas? He had one of them shits down there, bro. I've never seen no shit like this ever in my fucking life, bro.
Okay.
And wasn't no shootings for 4 days. So while Hurricane Chris, the guy's talking negative, no, for real.
Yeah, I know about it.
Look how much press he's getting off of that, but nobody's talking about, nobody got shot down there for 4 days. Or yo, Fifth had the whole city on lock. He had everybody out there. He had comedians out there. Then Vlad, we're not even talking about the R&B acts. Monica, Monifa, Al B. Shaw, Keith Sweat. The perfect R&B show. Everything was at peace for 4 days, man. Yeah. Celebrity basketball game, Top Dog QC.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got people from everywhere. Everything was free. He bought Say Less down there, Legos down there.
Yeah,
I'm living my life, man.
I'm
waking up. I go to my lobby. I'm seeing the champ, Bud Crawford.
Yeah,
he just beat a dude up. He got his eyes still red. I'm at dinner with him. So like before that, weeks ago, we had Dave Chappelle house. I got his apparel on now. Just to shout to Chappelle, shout to Big Country.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? And I'm with 50, and these are $1 million conversations. You know how they be like $1 million conversation, or they gonna say 5 million, 20 million, 30 million. We could say 100 million between $100 million conversation with Dave Chappelle, or, you know what I'm saying, and 50 Cent. I'm like, wow. For Dave Chappelle to say, yo, I watch your interviews. That's like, wow.
Chappelle said he watches you on VladTV?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if he said Vlad. I don't want to give you that much props.
Okay.
No, I'm only joking. But he did say he watched my interviews.
Right.
So primarily it'd be
Probably
Vlad.
Vlad,
Fuck it, I give you the props. I
just keep thinking, man, I met him.
just
Cool
keep thinking
dude.
Marlon Wayans in your bed now, bro.
We'll talk about that in a second.
So let me tell you, bro, and let me tell you, 50 spent millions of dollars to make sure everybody was comfortable and do something new in the city, because he wants to turn the city into like the new Las Vegas or the new Atlantic City or whatever it may be, the new Dubai, whatever it may be. But when you look at it, we from New York, so we used to spending big money on where we live at. We spend big money. So when we see the cribs that these other guys got down south, of course we want to go there and buy. So it's like sometimes negative energy, it spreads faster. Because soon as Hurricane Chris said something, everybody just gravitated to it. Now check it, look. Now with 50, he's a crazy nigga. He don't even have to say nothing. Because if I had his money, I wouldn't even say nothing to Hurricane Chris. I would just let it rock, whatever. But that shit was spreading faster than what he really came down to do. He's with the mayor. You know what I'm saying? Came a long way from where we from. We from Southside Jamaica, Queens, man.
Yeah, so Hurricane Chris, who's from that area, criticized 50 for not having more Louisiana artists.
But we still had Master P down there. Ain't he from Louisiana?
Yeah.
We have Fredo Bang down there. Ain't he from Louisiana?
Yeah, shout out to my man Fredo.
It's not like that. See, this is what people got to understand. Fifth is cool with everybody. All Hurricane Chris had to do was pull up. And Fifth would have been like, yo, this is the BBB nigga. Because that's what niggas from New York know him for.
Yeah.
And that's it. He could have played the game or whatever. Didn't he catch a body or something like that?
Yeah, I actually interviewed about it.
No, look.
He killed someone in self-defense and got off.
Okay, so
Yeah.
he get more press off of this than the body.
Yeah, pretty
So
much.
it's so crazy how it is, how social media and everything is, because we're not talking about the good that happened. Nobody got killed in 4 days down there. You know what I'm saying? Everybody talking about they had a good time. So he's the only one, because all the local artists, some of them was on the flyer. They was invited.
Yeah.
I think Big Papa or somebody, I don't know the name, but there was a lot of artists that Orv and Phil had come. And that's what it's about. And we'll be back, and we you know.
Yeah, man, it looked dope. It looked dope. And yeah, Fredo Bang, definitely Louisiana artist.
Bro,
That's
it's
my
not
man.
every time you get to see Carissa Shields and Bud Crawford playing in a basketball game right in front of you. Then you got Gilly and Wallow. I mean, it was a real nice event, man. 50 spent a lot of money on that. So it's like, let's focus on that. Let's not focus on what one nigga said. Let's focus on that. No, for real.
Yeah.
Let's focus on that. Let's focus on Drake wearing my Free Yayo shirt. I gotta thank Drake.
Yeah.
And let me focus on my deals on your show. Because I don't come up here to bash and, because, you know, people, everybody hates Vlad. So listen, let me focus, like Drake wearing the Free Yayo shirt. I got a deal with Spencer's. Shout to Crooks and Castles.
Oh.
Shout to my guy Peter Jackson. Shout to Steven. You know what I mean? My boy's out in Canada.
What are your deals with Spencer's and Crooks and Castles?
Well, the Free Yayo shirts will be in every Spencer's store around the world.
Aha! How long have I been telling you to do this? Seriously, how long have I been saying you need to sell these Free Yayo shirts? For like 2 years now?
Yeah, a long time.
Did I say I want to be partners with you and I need a cut? I said you should do this so you can make more money.
But you're not Drake, Vlad.
Right. As soon as Drake wears it,
But you wouldn't get me. What I'm saying is, Vlad, your money don't make you a star. You cool. You a man.
I got a few
You
dollars.
a man. But listen, this is Drake. Once Drake wore the shirt, I got the call the next day. Spencer's want to do a deal with you. So shout out to Drake. Shout out, and this is why I tell you I stay out the beef. You know what I mean? I ain't got nothing against Kendrick, nothing against Drake, but shout out to Drake.
Yeah.
Wore the shirt, deal with Spencer's the next day. Just like the cannabis. I went hard at the cannabis. I got the Jacob watch. Shout out to Dr. Green.
Oh, it's a Jacob?
You know,
Okay.
yeah, it's a Jacob watch.
Oh, I gotta check
this
it out.
This is a Dr. Green.
Got it.
Shout out to my man, Dr. Green. Shout out to Combo Boys. I got all kind of deals coming, so I'm blessed. I
Love
stay
it.
out the way.
Love
That's
it.
why I try to tell you, I stay out the beef. We went through that already.
Well, another person who complained about not being at the Humor Harmony Festival was my homegirl, Lunel. You know about this?
Lunel.
Lunel, the female comedian with the shaved head, blonde hair.
I mean, yo, listen.
You know who Lunel is. This is Lunel.
Oh, yeah. But my whole
But
thing.
50 responded. Do you know? Did you hear the response?
I don't even want to know the response.
hold on.
Because I don't want to make this about 50.
No,
listen,
but I have to say the response.
No,
Hold on.
listen.
It's not a negative story.
I don't want to know.
It's not a negative
Look, Vlad,
story.
I don't want to know about it because I don't want to put, like, people use 50 name and they get a lot of coverage. So I don't want to seem like I come up, listen, I don't want to seem like I come up here all the time and use 50 name to do numbers. I do numbers on my own, and 50 my homie.
True.
I'm just telling you the positive things he's doing.
Right.
Like, niggas are eating duck in Romania. Niggas is in Vienna shopping, me and Murder. Like, niggas are trying to do positive shit for the community.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's all we trying to do. That's it. We came up, we overseas, we chilling, we living life. That's it. It's not all about jury and all that. 50 got a vision. Look out for 50 Action TV. Like I tell everybody, Vlad, the deals are on the table. I told Nori, I need millions. Yo, Flex, I need millions. I told you, I need millions. I tell my man Dougie Cash, Hulu, I need millions. Cause if I don't get millions with y'all, I'ma go get millions with 50. 50 Action TV coming soon, on film studio. So he don't care about that. For 50, people don't realize he's crazy. Cause the level he's on, he don't have to answer people.
Right.
But he do. He do.
Can I just read his answer?
I don't even want to read it. Can we go to the next thing?
Okay,
let's talk about dinner with Dave Chappelle or something.
Fair enough. And
let's talk about dinner with Dave Chappelle, Vlad.
Well, you did mention it's called 50 Cent Action.
Yeah, 50
It's a
Cent
free
Action
streaming
TV.
Platform, which is actually 50 and Lionsgate actually partnered on.
So shout out to Lionsgate, and shout out, let's talk about Human Harmony. Let's talk about Keith Sweat. Keith Sweat is telling me, you know when I see him, you know what I say to Keith Sweat? Yo, there was really a story with you and Alpo back in the days? I said, yeah, man, we grew up in some fly shit, Yayo. We was in some fly shit. They probably was in like some Benz, 88 shit. Yeah, man, me and Teddy Riley, man. Pick up Alpo, bitch. I asked him Alpo. Alpo, bitch, yeah, we picked her up, man. Niggas surrounded the car, started kicking mirrors off the car and shit.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Alpo grabbed this bitch out the car. He's like telling Teddy Riley, run the bitches over, run them niggas over, run them niggas over.
Damn.
So it's like, for me, I'm like, I want to hear the stories. When I get around the legends, they all love me. Shout to Keith Sweat. Shout to Jermaine Hopkins, still. He played on Lean On Me, and he played, you know.
I interviewed him.
I'm chilling with him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm giving him props. I'm like, yo, because it's the nigga from Juice. This the nigga from Lean On Me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm letting them niggas in VIP. Come on. You know? 50's flying girls in. He's flying actors in. He's flying the whole Powers out there. You got fucking Tommy from Power. You got little Michael Rainey. You got Gianni. You got all the girls from Power. Effie, LaToya. You got every actor from Power. Like, you should be happy that somebody's out here making people stars and making people money and actual eating. And it's good TV and it's good, you know. You gotta talk about the positive things he's doing. That's why we shout out to everybody that support. That's why anybody who watched my interviews, I'm humbled. You know what I'm saying?
Alpo, the dude that allegedly killed Alpo, was actually freed. And they dropped the charges. You heard about that?
Nah, I didn't hear about it. Maybe he beat the case then.
Yeah, I heard they dropped the case. And what's funny is that his people reached out to do an interview. And I'm like, well, if they dropped the case and he really killed him, why would he do an interview? Because they'll just arrest him if he admits to it.
But I think he's smart enough to do the interview and not tell you.
Yeah, but why would I do an interview then? What are we going to talk about?
Well, you can still talk to him and see what it is, I guess.
What are we going to talk about? What are we going to talk about?
See, now you sounding federal, Vlad. This is what I try to tell you.
No, but I told him I'm not going to do it.
That's why you be having too much beef.
No,
Vlad,
but I told him I'm not going to do it.
Let me tell you something about yourself.
Okay.
I like you, but you getting cocky now. Like the Marlon Wayans thing. Like, you want to fuck with him, he's roasting you, bro. Like,
that's cool.
You got to leave people alone, bro.
I roasted him too.
Vlad, you got to be more humble, Vlad. I'm telling you.
Yeah, man, listen. With the Marlon Wayans thing, let's talk about that. And I just did an interview with academics, and I ultimately apologized. I think I went kind of overboard with my public criticism of our situation. I reached out to him. I've always respected him. I've always been a fan. We've communicated over DM over the years. We did a little short interview back in the day when he was doing a film junket.
Every time I think about you, I think about that beard. Man.
Beard, yeah. No, he said my beard looked like Ice Spice's ass hair or something.
I think about that beard, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
So you know, we started to talk about doing an interview, and he put me with this lady who was in charge of, you know, his negotiation, and she asked for...
We don't want to get into it, because then it's going to go viral again.
It's not going to go viral. It's already been discussed.
No, don't even worry about it. Let's go to the next thing. Leave it alone, Vlad.
I'm not going to leave it alone, because you brought it up.
I like Marlon Wayans and them for years.
I like Marlon Wayans, too. And ultimately,
them guys are legends. Like, you know what it is?
Yeah.
People look at you like, you a legend, like, in a YouTube world, like, blogger world.
Yeah.
But to like people that like In Living Color, to the Wayans brothers, to the empire they built, they look at you like, yo, no disrespect, but like, yo, who the fuck Vlad talking to? Like, who the fuck is he?
Right,
Vlad
and listen,
TV.
Ultimately, I apologize publicly for putting all this business out there.
And then, you know what makes it even worse? You're a white boy, so it's like, come on.
Oh, yeah, no, he pulled the race card out on me.
No, of course, because you're a white boy, so they look at it like, you know, they look at it like you and our culture a little bit.
Yeah, but I thought that was lame because you having a back and forth about money, and suddenly race gets brought into it, which got nothing to do with the discussion.
I mean, sometimes when people get mad, you white motherfucker, sometimes, you know, I could, Vlad, you white.
But it's you trying to divide and conquer. You trying to bring a black man
people
down.
Just get mad.
Rah, rah, rah.
Like I could tell you something that happened to me in Turkey. I'm in Turkey.
Okay.
And, you know, people deal with, you never know what other people deal with. You know what I'm saying? It'll make you, you know, I'm in the airport, I'm walking. We ain't got 50 Cent with us now. It's just me, Jeremy, and my man Murder. Uncle Murder, we walking, you know. I'm walking. Big Nazi-looking dude comes. His suitcase hit my leg. I kicked his bag. So he gets in my face, jumps in my face. I'm like, yo, all right, what's up? So look, the first thing he says is, I'm going to the police. So you a male Karen. Like, don't get like, so for you, like, you got security and shit. You're not gonna fight nobody. You got security for that.
Right.
Know what I mean? So it's like, nigga, don't get live on this internet shit and you got security. Like, motherfucker, I'm with it anytime. Understand? But you can't say, yo, get in somebody's face and be like, call the police. I end up in the fucking precinct.
Oh, they arrested you?
Missed my flight, everything.
Oh, so he actually did call the police and they did, well, what did they arrest you for?
This is,
I mean, what did you technically do?
Yo, listen.
He's saying you get arrested for kicking
technically in Turkey,
suitcase?
You could say the wrong thing and go to jail.
Oh.
So now the guy's like, police, police. Uncle Murder and I'm like, yo, it's on. Now I'm like, damn, it's on. We in Istanbul fucking airport. You know what I'm saying? I kicked his bag. I ain't touching him, he jumped in my face, right? Police, police. I'm like, pussy ass motherfucker. You racist. I'm screaming like we in New York, because now I see red. Motherfucker. So I go over there. So I'm talking, you know what the police said? Shut up. So now he's talking in his language. I'm fucked. It's over. It's no Diddy. It's over. You know what I'm saying? It's done for me. You know what I'm saying? So they talking in his language. He's like, yo, I want to file a complaint, better. Yo, whatever, blah, 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 blah. So now they like, yo, you gonna file a complaint. So boom. They interpreting through the phone. So now shit is difficult. Me, Jeremy, I'm like, tight. This guy's filing a complaint. I ain't touch him. I kicked his bag because his bag was on my leg. Racist motherfucker. Mind you, in one of them airports, one day, me and Murder seen somebody reading a Nazi book. Word. Me and him, dude had glasses on. We looked at that nigga like, yo, we tapped him like, you seen what he reading? In the airport overseas. Like, yo, you seen the book? And then he walked away. And then, you know, Murder was like, Nazi motherfucker. He said some shit like that. Some Murder said, you know, Murder get what? He said some shit, motherfucker, like to him, and he just walked away. He had glasses on. So this dude looked like some Nazi dude, like for real. He just looked like some crazy dude. Glasses, 6'3", bald head, motherfucker. He talked mad shit. Then I'm calling the police. Next thing you know, our flight is for 9:30. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I talk about power. See, it's just levels. It's power. Somebody else would have probably been in jail. Jeremy get on the phone. Shout to Jeremy. Shout to the office. Yo, Yayo's getting locked up. They take me to one precinct, the next precinct. They have me in the interrogation room. All I heard was, yo, 50's making the calls, yo. Next thing you know, they let me out. You want some tea? I'm in the back of this like this. Yeah, let me get some tea. Thanks, 50. Thanks, France. Know what I'm saying? Thanks, Jeremy. Word. Let me write out. Yo, the guy don't want to do nothing no more. You know what I told that nigga? Rich nigga! I'm a rich nigga! Understand that, motherfucker.
Yeah,
and
man.
You know, 50 made that call, so all that Hurricane Chris, like, that shit is minute. Like, that's power. That's power.
Yeah.
Yo, 50 made the call. Yo.
What, so you had a show the next day?
No, this is me coming home.
Oh,
I had to
okay.
get home.
Got it.
So me arguing with the guy, He started talking his shit. I told you, the police said, shut up. Shut up. I knew it was over. Said, you, shut up. Murder pulls out the phone. He shows him Dave Chappelle, me, and 50 in the picture. The dude start negotiating now. He started interpreting, but I was on the phone. Doobie-doobie-boo. And then she'd be like, we tried to help. Doobie-doobie-doo. And he was like, tried to help. And it was crazy. I'm confused. So look.
You guys didn't film this?
So
this would have been some great.
Film it. Yo, bro, the police was on it. They just kept
They would
walking.
have arrested the
Mind
filmer,
you,
right?
I'm mad. I'm done. I'm mad right now. The dude's talking mad shit. He's stepping to me in front of police. Motherfucker. Mad racist, but out there, overseas, see the African people, they calm. They be calm because out there, if you threaten them, I'm black, he was white, it was a lose-lose situation. Once, look, he said, I'm calling the police. I went over there beefing, New York shit, said, shut up. Oh, shit.
See, the thing about...
Them niggas was handing me papers. Look, they was handing me papers that wasn't even in English.
See,
Shit was crazy, man.
the thing about what I've always learned when dealing with police overseas, the only time in my life that I've ever gotten robbed was in Mexico by the police. The police rolled up on me in Cancun. Remember they had like the Jazz Fest weekend in Cancun and all that?
But Vlad, the whole thing is he was black, he was white, and I was black.
Right.
Look, don't say the race card this one. He was white and he was from Turkish. Whatever he's from, Turkish, whatever they are, whatever they are. He looked white to me, but Turkish, whatever, I was a nigga. I went over there, police, shut up.
Right. So
Went to the precinct. I got a call, 50, yo, Jeremy, I called somebody. I ain't worried. He know I was more mad than anything because the guy was racist.
Yeah.
You racist. I said, you racist, motherfucker? I'm rich, nigga. Like, I was really, you dealing with a rich nigga. I know 50 Cent, nigga. I'm on some other shit on 10. And the police is just like, shut up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Took me to one precinct, listen to the story. Sitting there, boom. You know, when you get locked up, there's nothing you could do. You just get some rest. You know what I mean? We had an early fight, had a wild night. We eating duck. Shout to Sonia. Shout to my man Zolo, Adam. They had us eating duck, filet mignon. We had the restaurant shut down in Romania. You know what I mean? Me, Jeremy, Murder, Crusade, El Dorado. Everybody, even 50 wasn't there. Had a 50 set up, projectors in there. He wasn't even there. You know what I mean? We eating calamari, fucking duck and shit. So, you know, I had a great time out the country. It was just, I'm not gonna say it's everybody in the country. It was just one motherfucker that was disrespectful. That's it.
I remember when I was in Mexico, and it was me and my man. Like, this is way before DJ Vlad and whatever else. So,
Right.
you know, we just got separated. I'm a little drunk. I'm making my way back to the hotel. Police jeep rolls up on me. 4 cops come out, throw me up against the Jeep, go through my pockets, grab my wallet, take all the money.
But that's not happening in Dubai, bro.
Take all the money out my wallet and give me my wallet back. And the whole time I'm thinking, whatever happens, just don't resist. Don't say anything because I don't want to end up in a Mexican jail right now.
Yo,
Because
Vlad,
God
listen,
knows what's going to happen.
Vlad, that's not gonna happen in Dubai.
No, of course
The
not.
only thing is in Turkey, I lost it. I lost control, and it's all good. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, sometimes that's why I say the perks of being around a 50 Cent, of anybody of that stature, is you get spoiled sometimes to a certain kind of treatment.
Yeah.
So when you walking through the airport, some people might know me and Murder, but more people know 50.
Yeah.
So once he made the call, look, let him go. Grab your bag, sign this paper. All right, cool. Maybe if I get in trouble again, whatever I signed, because it was in a whole nother language, that we're good. But I know they made the call with the chief of police, and, you know, it is
good.
what it is. That's what I mean. There's levels. We trying to turn negative things into positive things where we came from.
Yeah.
Like I said, Drake wear my shirt, free Yayos, which is on sale right now, freeyayo.com. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a blessing for me. 50 had me eating dinner with Dave Chappelle. He watched my interviews. I got his gear on now. I got my Passport Gang shirts on with the stamps on the back. You know what I'm saying? I'm just hustling. I'm blessed.
Yeah.
You know, and the things that was said in that conversation was definitely $1 million jewels that I'm gonna take with me for the rest of my life. You got Andrew Schultz there. You had Master P. There's more press with Hurricane Kristen, all the legends that was there. And look, and if you got $1 billion worth of comedians, rap artists, R&B artists there, $1 billion, yeah, I would spend $500,000 on security. What's that to 50 Cent? That's like breakfast to that, man.
Yeah.
What's $500,000 to him?
Well, just to finish off the Marlon Wayans, topic, ultimately, listen, you brought it up. You were on the phone
I
with
just
me.
talked about
You were
human
on the phone
harmony.
with me.
See, why we keep talking about that?
We already talked about the harmony. The
I
human
wanna keep
harmony.
talking
You want to
about
keep
that.
talking about it?
Yes.
We spent half
Yo,
an hour on this.
that was some dumb. That was crazy, Vlad. No, Vlad.
Look.
You can't do that, Vlad. You can't do that.
Look.
Vlad,
At
that
the
was
end
not.
of the day, at the end of the day, it was like this, right? I respect this dude a lot. And when we reached out to him and they hit us back and they said 40,000 plus 30% of all the revenue that's ever made for a 1 hour interview, I just hit him and I said, bro, I'd rather, you just say you don't fuck with me than do a crazy number like this. And that was it.
Well,
you know
cool.
what I'm saying?
That's it. I don't want to talk about Marlon Wayans.
But
He's a legend.
ultimately, it was a private conversation. I didn't have to bring it public.
Yeah, you bugged out
so
with
I
that.
apologize for
Yeah.
bringing that. He
Yes.
roasted me on Twitter, and some of the shit was actually pretty funny.
Yeah, your
you know what I mean?
your beard
And
was
it's
the
all
cracker.
good.
You can't.
It's
beef.
all good.
Listen, you can't beef with a comedian.
No, I can
You
beef
might
with
have
a
better
comedian.
chance with a
I
rapper.
can beef.
All right, keep
Well,
going.
my tweet actually got the most response out of anything. It's over like 2 million impressions.
So your beard didn't get the that shit.
Nah.
right,
Because here you go. Because we
That was
started
the
going back
funniest
and
part
forth.
about it, motherfucker.
Now, listen, when we started going back and forth, because he was like, yo, you don't ever show your face. And I said, listen, not only do I show my face, but when you and I did the Breakfast Club a month apart, I got twice as many views as you did. And he's like, yeah, you ugly. That was just
Yo,
you're ugly.
He's a comedian. You're gonna lose. To me,
So this is what I said. No,
Yo,
hold
Vlad,
on. Listen,
you're gonna lose.
if a man calls me ugly, this is what I said. I said,
cares?
Marlon,
He's a comedian. It's funny.
I said, Marlon, I'm sorry you don't find me attractive. Fortunately for the both of us, I'm heterosexual. But between your recent gay photo shoot
my God.
and your claim to fame dressing up as a woman, this would be the perfect time for you to come out the closet. Coming out as gay in 2024 will surely revive your declining acting career. Since you turned down the 40,000 offer, since I turned down the 40,000 offer for an interview, maybe you can get that amount for your first gay porn scene. Marlon Wayans will be the perfect porn name for you, by the way.
See, now you're doing too much. You should edit all that. You should edit all that.
I'm
Don't
not
have me
editing
be a
it.
part of it.
I'm running with it. Man, listen,
No
you're going to crack jokes
listen.
on me, I'm going to crack jokes on you.
Yo, no disrespect to the Wayans brothers and the Wayans company.
Yeah.
I have nothing to do with the fuck Vlad says sometimes. Just like 50 says about me, he has nothing to do. I have nothing to do with that shit. I love In Living Color. I love the Wayans brothers.
Yeah.
I love everything you
I love
guys
all those
did.
too, man.
I don't know who the fuck Vlad think he is sometimes. Cause a lot of people like me on your show, but I get a lot of, it should kill you and Vlad. Like, I get a lot of shit with you, man. You gotta understand, like, you gotta chill out, Vlad. And I love doing your platform.
Man, listen, you were way crazier than me in your heyday.
No, but
you
still.
Were, you're
you're
I'm
arguing
like
with
1% of Tony Yayo crazy.
But you're arguing with the greats now. You're arguing with the GOATs, the legends.
Okay.
Come on, Vlad.
Okay. Hey, man,
You didn't
listen.
have to put all that. These are Wayans brothers, bro. We grew up on their TV.
Yeah.
Do you realize what In Living Color did for the culture?
Did a lot. I love the show.
Who was on there? Name who was on there. So talk about that, motherfucker.
Tupac?
No, no. Let's go back. Who was on the show all the time?
Oh, Jim Carrey?
That's number one.
Jamie Foxx?
So hold on. Okay. So talk about
Tommy
that.
Davidson?
Talk about that. Jim Carrey, bring it
Yeah.
back. One of the biggest artists in the world was on
J-Lo was on there?
it. Okay, keep
She was
going.
a backup dancer?
Who keep going?
I mean, of course, the way, Keenan Ivory Wayans.
Okay, let's go. Keep going.
What's the name of the,
Got the audacity to talk about that. Right, Leak?
hold on a
Fuck this
second.
guy think he is.
Hold on,
Talking
hold
about
on.
the Marlins.
Damon
Look how many,
Wayans.
they blew up Jim Carrey and all
Damon
that.
Wayans, of course, David Al Greer. And then, the guest stars were epic. In fact, here's an interesting little tidbit. I remember.
Yeah, so while you saying that, you know how I look at you? I'm like, Vlad, you don't really got the right to talk to him. I'm just keeping it real. You the man, don't get me wrong, but like I wouldn't even disrespect him. Like when legends disrespect me, I might say something back, but I always forgive like, yo, my bad, I shouldn't have said that.
Well, I'm
'Cause
saying
you
my
a legend.
bad. Am I saying my
That's
bad right
like-
now?
that's
Am
just
I
like-
saying my bad, Marlon? I went overboard with it.
Yeah, you
Am I
went
saying that?
overboard because you
Am I
now. But
saying
look
it?
at the people talk about the things they did for the culture. Talk about who they blew up. J-Lo, Jim Carrey. Go ahead. The list goes on.
Right.
Jamie Foxx.
Right.
All these guys are fucking.
But that's Keenan Ivory Wayans put that together. Marlon was a kid and he
Yo,
had,
it doesn't fucking matter. It's the Wayans brothers. See, you're knocking a legacy.
Okay.
That's what you call hating.
Well, so I can't. So because someone is a sibling to someone else, I can't talk about that person?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying sometimes you take it too far.
I think we all have taken it too far in the course of our lives.
You
more so than me.
These are the Wayans
You
brothers.
more so than me, Tony.
Bro, taking it too far, man.
Hey, man, listen. Everyone gets in their feelings. Everyone, you know what it is like...
Nah, you taking it too far, and then, because people like your platform, but sometimes you take it too far. You gotta learn to be humble, brother.
Listen, fair enough, because look, I mean, like Uncle Murder mentioned this when he was on, with you that one time. He's like, yo, Vlad is still ultra competitive. And I am, man. Like,
no, I love that you're competitive.
Listen, for you, these interviews are part of what you do. These interviews is everything for me. You see what I'm saying? It's everything. It's my whole life. This is my legacy. For you, it's the music and everything else, and G-Unit and everything else. Let's
promote my shit. Yo, my pre-Yayo shirts, expenses. Let's promote my watch. I got the Jacob on Dr. Green. Let's promote the free Yayo shirts. Let's put Passport Gang shirts selling soon.
Man,
let's promote 50 Action TV. Let's promote the next music festival. Let's promote Eminem's new album. Come on, let us promote on here, bro.
Yeah, I feel you. But listen,
let us promote.
I'm ultra passionate in who I am and what I do. You know what I'm saying? In the same way that all these greats are passionate about what they do, I'm passionate about what I do. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I go overboard, sometimes I get in my feelings, and this is one of those moments, and I can admit to it. I can admit to it.
You gotta live life. You see, when you overseas and you eating duck in Romania,
I go overseas.
And the restaurant is
shut.
Listen, let me talk.
I do all that.
When you overseas and you eating duck in Romania, you know what I'm saying? Octopus, real nigga shit, drinks on the house, whole restaurant shut down. You know what I'm saying? Or when you in Paris eating caviars, checking out the Mona Lisa, champagne on the top of the Eiffel Towers, you need to travel, my man, to relieve some of that stress. See, that's why I always shout out 50. I always shout out, film company, Branson Cognac. I shout out Jeremy, Mario, Steve, Eldorado, Leak, the other Leak. I shout out everybody on here that is a part of the team because 50 feeds everybody. Right now, me and Murder just choosing where to buy the next house at. Because, we love jewelry, love cars, but 50's teaching us, man, it's way better than that. You better buy a property and invest. So him building a film studio is not hurting the town, or it's not a super deal because he had enough money to do it anywhere in the world he wants to do it. It's, me bringing the opportunity with Orv and Phil, which are down there and are good brothers. They made hit records back in the days. Drake, all these down south rappers sample them. They from Queens. Queens get the money. They from the north side. So I got to shout out the north side. And they built a conglomerate together, but y'all put more press on the negative stuff than the positive stuff. They with the mayor. They bring in people out here. You know what Dave Chappelle and everybody said and all these guys? Yo, it's a good thing what you're doing, 50. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. But 50's crazy enough, because he's crazy, to answer this motherfucker. We eating duck in Romania. You think I want to answer Hurricane Chris questions?
Well, you brought him up.
No, you brought him up.
No, you brought him up. Actually, you brought him up.
I did, but I didn't say nothing I didn't say nothing too bad about him. But, we eating fucking duck in Romania, man. I'm not thinking about that. We in Vienna, walking the streets, enjoying the life, fresh air, positive energy, just good, blessed.
Well, speaking of Humor Harmony Weekend, Uncle Murder ran into Lil Rod.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. Yeah.
Lil Rod is famous for filing that insane lawsuit against Diddy, saying there's all this gay stuff happening and this, that, and the third, and whatever else. And 50 actually responded and said, hey, man, listen, everyone's invited. This was the place to be. What do you want me to do?
I mean, what do you want him to do? He had, like I said, he had Fredo Bang, A Boogie, Skrilla Baby, TJ Porter. He had Sleepy Hollow. He had Dave Chappelle, Andrew Schultz. He had Al B. Shore there. Keith Sweat. The list goes on and on, man. Clarissa Shields, Gilly, Wallow. The whole world was down there. And anybody who missed it, you was bugging, because that's the way to end off the summer. Human Harmony in Shreveport. Wasn't no violence, For 4 days, he dropping his phone and shit. It's my man over there. You know, human harmony. Look, he thought it was a gun or something. Just shit.
I thought it was
got
something harmless.
Got the Richard Millie on that.
No, I did. I wasn't.
He got the
paranoid.
Richard Millie on. He really turning his head with the Richard Millie.
By the way, thank you for not coming 30 deep this time like you came last time.
I had little kids. I had little kids from, you know,
I know,
that we helping in the
I'm messing
hood.
with you, but literally I was like, what's all this?
They was little
like,
gangsters, but, you know, we trying to help them out.
And what I told you was like, Yayo, like, I'm glad you brought them because I support the concept of having kids watch us what we do.
Right.
But just tell me ahead of time next time. I would have had like, you know, security there to make sure whatever.
But they didn't come for that. They was,
no, but I'm saying like it just would have been easier.
This New York City, I understand.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I just would have wanted to know ahead of time.
Because you know what it is for me? It's environment. Like from where I come from South Jamaica, Queens, right? Yeah. I never thought I would be in Bratislava. I never thought I would be in Vienna. I never thought I would be in some of these places. So sometimes you sit back and when you're laying in your suite and you know, you got the ill setup and you're getting paid to do this, you know what I'm saying? 50's cutting the check. And it's like, yo, you're getting paid to do this. Your man is making sure everybody's good. We in the best hotels, Armani hotels. We in the Touch the Sky. We in the Burge. We in the best hotels in the world living the life. And I'll be like, damn, just to be a part of this history is it for me. So yeah, the 50 thing, yes, sometimes niggas that work for 50 knock me out the way. You know? 50, they knocking me out the way. We together, brother. But it's all good. You don't complain because, you know, 50 got a million things going on, so I don't even bother them with shit like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I just know how it is, man. It's all good, you know? Okay, well, speaking of Lil Ride, who, you know, was at Humor Harmony Weekend. Right. With your man Uncle Murder. He wasn't there with Uncle Murder. Uncle Murder just ran into him. He ran into him. Yeah, he don't. Let's not spin it. They took a post. They took an Instagram post. You know, Murder's a crazy motherfucker. He do any motherfucker that's crazy. He do the wrap up every year. Shout to Murder. That's my brother. Yeah. Like I said, even when he thought the police was taking me, him and Jeremy was gonna wait. Those are we brothers. Murder's a real dude, but. He's a gangster, man. He from East New York. He don't care. Wild and yo, bro, dude, suing Diddy. Got my nigga that suing Diddy for all that bread, nigga. Stop playing, nigga. You heard? My boy want that check, nigga. You know, human harmony, nigga. I'm just saying. Rapper vibes. Whoa! By Monday. Want that money by Monday, Diddy. That's who Murder is. That's how we wild out sometimes. When we overseas or we out places, we wild out like that. I fuck with Murder. Me and Murder go back to the DVD days. I see Master P. I'm like, yo, Master P. You know, I bought that cereal. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't care because we not Hollywood, or I don't feel like, I would say like I'm cool when dudes come out. Like when Dave Chappelle do his shows, all phones are up. You got to put them in bags. You know what I'm saying? When we go to his crib, that's true. There's no recording. Everybody know to put his phone up, and I fucking respect that because it gives you a peace of mind. Because sometimes the internet and the phone shit, it drive you crazy. But when you out there, you on farmland, you know what I mean? You got your little smoke, you chilling, whatever. This Dave Chappelle, we chilling. He got the chefs in the crib, his team Country, all these niggas. He got a good team around him. We go into the store, we buy the Dave Chappelle gear, shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? I wear his apparel too. You know what I'm saying? Like, we get to eat dinner, him and 50 talking $1 million business, and I'm sitting there just soaking up game like, yo, this is a fucking moment. Because that's what life is about. Life is about what? It's all about moments. Because one day, we all have one thing in common. What's that? We're all gonna die. There you go. There goes the answer. Yes. Well, 50 actually posted this about Diddy. Apparently, a cartel member is suing Diddy for ruining his drug business. I mean, shit, you never know. I mean, the amount of stupid lawsuits around Diddy is crazy. I mean, any cartel member hang with Diddy, you gonna be hot anyway, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think he was hanging with Diddy. I just think that all the heat, because remember, like this dude that allegedly was supplying drugs to Diddy got arrested, and I guess there's all this heat and everything else like that. So now they can't sell as many drugs, so he's actually suing Diddy over that. But the raw thing, like Fifth said, everybody was invited out there, man. Shout to everybody. Human Harmony was a movie, man. And shout to, what was it, Sam's Club? Shout out to Bally's, all the hotels 50 bought out. Shout out to the theater he bought, the basketball game. The Dome was crazy. Like I said, bro, just imagine this, Vlad. You know how you go to Vegas? You've been to Vegas before. Of course. But have you ever seen the Spear? I haven't been there recently, so no. So you wouldn't understand what I mean. 50,
No, I know what you're talking about, though. The Sphere looks amazing.
For everybody who's been to Vegas and know about Vegas, 50 built his own Sphere.
Nice.
So when you pull up, the whole shit is like 50 Cent on the outside, 3D graphics on the inside, but it's like a big-ass Vegas. Like, he took the Sphere thing and made it real right there.
Yeah,
I never seen nothing like that.
That's dope.
So we talking about the money. Oh, the money spent on cops. He probably spent $1 million to build that. The Sphere that he built, that shit had to cost $1 million. Because I think the generators was like $250 alone to do that shit. So he had a Sphere like Vegas in Shreveport. You know what motherfuckers are saying there? Bring the dome back, pause. Bring it back, pause. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what they saying out there. Everybody worried about Hurricane Chris. Shout out to No Violence for 4 days. Shout out to the whole Shreveport.
Well, the Diddy thing is still going on, and Young
why
Miami.
we talking about him again?
Young Miami did an interview.
Yo, come on, Vlad. Come on, Vlad.
We're not gonna talk about Diddy.
No, I don't want to talk about that guy. You gonna start sending you cease and desist?
Nah, I've talked enough about him. I don't think
he's
he's gonna send me.
You gonna hack all your shit over here? Gonna be mics in here, yo.
You know what's crazy? Actually, here's an interesting story. I just interviewed Elliott Wilson, right? And his wife used to be editor-in-chief of Vibe magazine.
Right.
And there was a cover shoot with Diddy, and he said, I want to see a cover, I want to see it before it goes out. And they were like, well, no, that's not our policy. He said that, well, she said in a article that she published, and he co-signs, like, yeah, if my wife said it, it's true. Diddy showed up and like threatened to kill her over not like seeing the cover. They had to escort her out with security, and then at one point the servers disappeared, and they think that Diddy was the one behind it.
She's documented?
Yeah, this is documented.
Oh, shit.
Again, we talked about earlier that people would do threatening tactics of going up to offices.
Yeah.
And trying to embarrass you or trying to gain control of the situation. So what she's speaking to in that thing is her place in media as a woman and the thing that women in this industry have to go through. And things that she may not have processed in real time that she's processing now and wants to tell that story. And again, my position is very simply, that's my wife. I love her. I support her, telling her the truth. We come from an era where people would be threatened. It's just like, well, we almost didn't look at the danger involved with a lot of things back then because we're also like passionate about what we're doing, right? Like we didn't realize the real life ramifications of a lot of things. Speaking outside of her, just coming to me, like I've been threatened. We've all been threatened, right?
Yeah.
We've been in these dangerous situations.
Yeah.
Like this stuff is real, right? Like we always say some of it's fake and posturing. It's like wrestling, but you can really get hurt. So surviving this business, all of us, you have to have thick skin. You have to move smart. We've all had our dust-ups and our incidents behind the scenes. Some we want to share with the world publicly. But, we all here to defend ourselves in it, and it's like, it's crazy that some of it is still unresolved, right? To this day.
Well, everybody think the dancing ass nigga's cool, man. That's what y'all been thinking the whole time. For me, I don't give a fuck about none of this industry shit. That's what sometimes I don't like to talk about it. Because I always just been like, I'm with my team, 50, Banks, niggas I grew up with, and then niggas that's in the circle that been around, like a Jeremy and a Mario. Niggas been around fucking 20 years. You could trust with anything, could you do this for me or do that? Or, El Dorado or a leak or, we never really, because G-Unit had so much beef from the beginning that it was like we was just so used to like not hanging with other niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't really hang with other artists like that. So now to be around like other artists is, Cam is at the game, or Cameron people there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you guys just got beef with them.
No, that was years ago.
Exactly.
It was rap beef, whatever. But as long as nobody get hurt or stabbed, shot or nothing, then it's really not rap beef. It's just niggas going back and forth. But Cam is there. You know what I'm saying? You got different niggas that Fat Joe we cool with now. You know what I'm saying? Still not Khaled, but Fat Joe. It ain't that personal, because like I never was a fiend to be cool with niggas like that. That never was like my thing, because like I just was like, I came in the game and was like, fuck it. We in the game and it is what it is.
50 had a history that if you did a song with someone he had beef with, and then he has beef with you. And this happened when Ja Rule did the New York record. Fat Joe and Jadakiss jumped on the record, and suddenly he's got beef with Fat Joe and Jadakiss. And now this is all worked out.
You know what's crazy?
What's that?
I don't even like to down New York. Fuck, it's always gonna be fuck Ja Rule though. But I don't like to down New York rappers, because we was just in a car, me and my homie Leak, and we was listening to niggas done started something. And I'm like, damn, this is one of Sheik's best verses. And then Mace come in. What Mace said? Mace came in, beat you down with aluminum. Then I'm putting 2 of them, and then here comes Jadakiss. Check out the kid that get coke like so soft. No, was Styles P before Jadakiss?
Kiss.
It was Kiss, then Styles, and then Kiss came in with the verse. Then Styles, he killed it again. High ski, see Gretzky, Puffin Nestle, and then DMX came. And he was like, nah, DMX. And rest in peace to DMX, you know what I mean? I said some fucked up shit one time, apologize always, because he's a legend. I shouldn't even have said it. Now, DMX, he come with the verse, and then I'm like, damn. See, that's what I like about New York City, because like when we was out there, these are the conversations I like to talk about. Hip hop, real culture shit. So when we at the table, and I'm talking with a couple of celebrities, I'm not gonna say no names, and I'm like, we talking about what's the best, I think the Champ, he was saying, we was like, what's the best song that ever came out by like an athlete? Like, you know, a football player, basketball player. And I said, it gotta be Shaquille O'Neal, You Can't Stop the Rain with Biggie Smalls. So look, so they go.
I like playing on the West Side by Shaq. It's a different Shaq song.
You gotta let me talk,
Shaq.
brother. We had a conversation. It's me, Bud, the Champ, of course.
Yeah.
A couple of other artists there. I don't want to get into too many names, and I don't want to name drop because that's not my thing. So, and we talking about the best athlete to have one of the best rap records.
Yeah.
So I say, oh, hands down, it gotta be Shaquille O'Neal. You Can't Stop the Rain, because I know anything about music, movies, whatever, hip hop, whatever the fuck you want to talk about, right? So I say it gotta be You Can't Stop the Rain, because Shaquille O'Neal went in on that. That's number one. That's one of his best verses. And he had Biggie Smalls with Biggie went in on that shit.
Yeah.
Biggie fucked that shit up. I remember listening to that in the whip back in the days. Know what I'm saying? So I'm like, hands down, it gotta be that. And then I think Bud said Roy Jones Must Be the Money? Was that Roy Jones?
No, that's Deion Sanders.
That's Deion Sanders. That was a good one. But he said Roy Jones something, I think.
Roy Jones tried to get into rap, but I don't think he had like a label.
But he
or
said
something.
Roy Jones, and I'm like,
nah.
and then some other rappers, I'm not gonna say no names, we started talking, and I'm like, yeah, all the greats come from New York. Because no matter where I'm going, New York gotta love me. I'm New York City, all the fucking way. So I'm like, yeah, it's hands down the best record, Vlad, because of Biggie. And niggas was like, not Bud. The other niggas was like, why you say that? And I said, nigga, because Biggie Smalls was on it. That's the greatest rapper of all time. Who better than him, nigga? Who y'all got? Know what I'm saying? Whatever state they from, I'm like, who y'all got? We got Biggie, nigga. Know what I'm saying?
Who you got?
So they go, what Biggie said, and this is the only thing, and this is what Slim Thug said too. Slim Thug, shout out to Houston. Slim Thug said this too. Biggie said, suck on your daddy dick.
Yep, that's true.
And I'm like, but you can't wipe out all how Biggie's lyrics because of that one line. And that one line came from a movie. It might sound,
it was Richard Pryor, right?
Look, it was Richard Pryor, of course. So it might sound suspect to niggas that didn't watch the movie.
Yeah, it was a reference.
It was a reference line, but to niggas it's a no Diddy or a pause, right? That line right there, I kind of wish Biggie didn't say that, because that's the second time I heard another nigga from another state say that. I heard Slim Thug say it, and you know me, I was just like, yo, Slim Thug, you hate New York niggas. But we love Bun and Pimp C.
Yeah.
Because you know me, I don't give a fuck. I don't got no filter. I told that. I was like, niggas do hate New York niggas. And it's all good, because New York niggas started a lot of trends, damn near started hip hop. You know what I mean? But we always give other people props. But when it come to New York, Biggie, that one line, I heard this the second nigga I said say it. He said, suck on your daddy's dick.
He had a few
What
lines.
about everything else?
He had a few lines.
Vlad,
Dreams
I'm
of fucking
good,
an
Vlad.
R&B bitch. He said, I leave
was a fucking classic.
Shantae Moore, pussy and stitches. I'd fuck RuPaul before I fuck them ugly ass escape bitches.
The nigga was joking, bro.
Right.
Come on, bro.
And then he had that one line. I remember my man C Gutter kidnap kids, fuck them in the ass, throw them over the bridge. I remember, I interviewed C Gutter about this, right? I said, what did you think when you heard that line? He said, when I heard that line, I was so angry. Because it makes me sound like a child rapist,
but
right?
you know what he said?
Hold on.
When that beat,
let me just finish.
Hold on. When that beat come on,
Yeah. No, it's a
don't
great
you know
song.
my nigga got
It's
he kidnap kids. You think about, You think about a movie or some shit. Fuck him in the ass.
Yeah, I don't want to see that movie.
Listen, Vlad. He's not saying that. He's saying.
What do you mean he's not saying that?
No,
he
he's
said
saying it, but on some like horror film shit. Like we thought C Gutter was made up. We didn't know he was. Fuck him in the ass, throw him over the bridge. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. Like,
yeah,
he could have fucking, no Diddy, put a fucking, tortured the nigga or something.
Yeah,
you don't know?
I'd rather have heard that. But all I'm saying is, listen.
This is what make niggas be hating New York niggas.
I'm not hating, but all I'm saying is, so I interviewed C Gutter specifically about this. He said when he heard it.
Okay, but What's Beef is still a classic.
It's still a
classic. I know
classic.
you spoke to him.
Right.
It's still a classic.
Right, so what happened was.
Niggas can't use lines because everything is paused and no Diddy and all that. Niggas can't use them because back then we didn't have that.
Right.
So you can't say, oh, yo, that's a no Diddy right now.
I'm not saying it.
That's what the young niggas are saying. And I'm like, and the older niggas could Slim Thug. But what I'm saying is, you can't use one or two lines that he probably wilded out on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because
all I'm saying is for that particular line, C Gutter was so upset when he heard it. But he said the thing about like Biggie is that once he records something, no one in the world is gonna make him change it. Once he lays it down and he's happy with it, nobody. So he said at the time they were roommates. Like C Gutter was living with Biggie. He said for 2 weeks they didn't speak to each other. They would walk past each other in their condo and not say anything. And then the song "What's Beef," where he said, "Don't you know that my N-word gutter fucking kidnap kids, fuck them in the ass, throw them over the bridge." When you first heard that. And I know it's not true. I know it's not true. But when you first heard it and you knew how big of an album this was about to be, and did you hear it before it came out?
Yeah, hell yeah. I was in the studio
Okay, so
when he did
y'all
it.
in the studio.
Man, this nigga he ain't talked to me. I ain't talked to him for like 2 weeks. Like we stayed in the same crib and we would like do everything, the same thing together, but I just wasn't speaking to him. You in the car with him every day. We eating every day. You know, we still doing everything every day, but I'm just not speaking because I was so tired. I'm like, yo, bro, you gonna have dudes thinking I'm a pedophile, first of all. I just came home from jail. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, I already know where dudes' minds will go.
For 2 weeks.
Yeah, but that was the shit.
But
right
Biggie
there.
was like, I'm not changing it.
That
It
shit
is what it is.
That made you think of like, see, the best thing about Biggie, what makes him one of the greatest, because it was storytelling.
Yeah.
So when you hear this shit, it was like a story.
Yeah.
That's like when you hear Dr. Dre and them, when they do their albums, a story. Eminem, album, story. 50 album, a story. You know, that's when motherfuckers had skits and all kinds of good shit. So when you listen to that song, it just sounded like a horror film.
Yeah.
Don't you know my nigga got kidnapped kid? Fuck him in the ass, throw him over the bridge. That's how it is. Beef played out. Not saying C Gutter would do it. Maybe another nigga would do it. You know what I'm
C Gutter
saying?
wouldn't do it.
Not saying
it was just
he
an
would
ill
do
line.
it,
It was an
but
ill line. But I
We
never
didn't
held
even
that
know-
against. I
we
never
didn't
held that
even-
against Biggie. I didn't
niggas,
care.
Look, niggas in Queens didn't know who C Gutter was at that point.
Right.
Niggas from Brooklyn knew him.
Yeah.
When I hit the island, I heard he was on the island. Yo,
Oh yeah.
Biggie man is wilding here.
Right. He was in that shootout that happened in Hot 97.
I don't know.
He talked about it. He went to jail for it. We
I just know he
interviewed-
was
we did
on the
interview about
island
it.
and they were saying some Crip niggas wilding, and it was C Gutter, and he used to chill. He used to chill. Shout out with Chi Ali and all that. That's
Okay.
all. That's all I remember.
Well, let me ask you a question, right? Because you're a 50s man, and you've always said, regardless of the relationship of you, where you and 50 are, you wouldn't go and take pictures with his ops or whatever else. But when it comes to business, do you feel that you have to hold that same line? Like if I interview someone who you had a problem with, would me and you have a problem at that point?
That's your business because it's all business.
All right, there we go. I agree.
That's business. I mean, it's a business.
Yeah.
So you could interview whoever you want to interview. If you decide to interview him, then that shows the value of me and your relationship.
Well, if I did,
like I said again.
if I did interview somebody, I wouldn't let him trash
like I
you
said,
and vice versa.
Look, I said, Revolt, because Diddy's gone. I need money. Complex, I need money. Bar Stew, I see with Gillian Wallow driving Lambos. I need money. Vlad, I need money.
Yeah.
Nori, I need money. Y'all gotta give me millions now. Cause Dave Chappelle is talking about my shit. I'm coming for y'all spots.
Okay.
Nah, I'm only joking.
Nah, you can come for it.
No, I'm not coming for y'all spots, but I'm
on
learning from
over.
the best. Look, I love Gilly Wallow. I love Nori. I love what all of y'all doing, and I'm learning. But it's coming to the point now Wait, you got a Richard Millie?
Yep.
Fuck, I need my Richard Millie.
Okay.
But I buy some businesses
You
before I
could
buy
get
that.
one right now.
I buy some businesses before I buy that. I could, but I buy some businesses before I buy that. But you know, I know, you're a good guy. But listen, I need my money. I need a couple of million, and we could talk. My man Dougie Cash, tell Hulu, whoever. Like,
Okay.
I need my bread. Or 50 auction TV.
Yeah. Well, 50 actually posted this. There was an ex-NYPD detective named Bill Courtney who actually talked about you at one point. Do you know who that is?
I don't know who that is.
Hold on a second.
So we got to talk about this. What's going on here, man?
Man, listen, this
You always
is
got some conspiracy Vlad
there is
shit
no
going on.
conspiracy. This dude right here.
Okay. Think I might answer. He thinks I'm going to
This
answer.
dude right here.
Oh, when he said 50 didn't tell him nobody.
Okay, but there's a couple things that he said. He actually said at one point, you had a curfew, right? This is back in the day. And he said a bunch of cops were going to basically follow you around and pull you over after your curfew just so they could bust you on purpose. And when he found out about it, he pulled up on you in like a little Honda Civic and said, listen, you're going to get arrested if you out past your curfew. You should go back in. He said he basically did solid for you.
Hip Hop Police, at that point, when G-Unit had the bulletproof trucks, gun cases, wilding everywhere, shootouts, you know, even when Jam Master Jay got killed, I remember that day, they thought 50's name was in that some way, somehow.
Wow.
And it wasn't. And rest in peace to Jam
At
Master
all.
Jay, legend.
Yeah.
But Hip Hop Police, you know, they would follow 50. It wasn't like we wanted police around, but when a guy gets shot this amount of times, they know you beefing with niggas. Wasn't no internet. Hip Hop Police just knew shit. They'll follow niggas, cars. I remember one time leaving the club, right? We left the club, right? I had no gun on me. Nobody had no guns. We had like 4 or 5 cars. We left the club. It's like, we gonna search y'all. I'm like, man, it wasn't really not going. They was like, first of all, the attitude of the security, we didn't want to go in. It's in the city. We leave. We by the West Side Highway. It's like 4 or 5 cars. Hip Hop Police trailed every car. They pulled over my car, my friend's car down the block, the other 2 cars, 2 down the block. A guy came around and said, yo, they around the corner. Hip Hop Police was kind of invented in New York City.
Yeah.
You think about Tupac, you think about all the gangster shit that's going on, you think 50 gets shot already, and you know, he's a high profile guy now, because when you get shot, you know you're under scrutiny. You know what that is, right?
Yeah.
Knock on wood, if a motherfucker shoot Vlad tomorrow, you under scrutiny. They're gonna follow you everywhere. VladTV, New York, VladTV, LA, you under scrutiny. That's just automatic shit. And especially if you a fucking artist blowing up. Of course.
Yeah, I mean, I actually
There's still
interviewed.
hip-hop police now.
I interviewed Derek Parker.
You don't think there's
a
hip-hop police
cop.
now?
Oh, of course there is.
Hip-hop police now, it's just the
Yeah.
feds.
Man, listen, I remember one of my security guys, I think you probably met him before. He's active NYPD. He told me that NYPD is the biggest police force on the planet.
Of course,
On
man.
the planet.
We got super,
including all the
listen,
countries.
We got super feds in New York. They like, the feds come faster out here. No Diddy, you know, they coming.
Yeah.
You know, they gonna be at your front doorstep. We all know that. You got cameras, right? That's on what? Ring cameras. You got cameras on the goddamn motherfucking bank. I'll be talking to Lisa Everett. Yeah, they got.
Oh, yeah. Every Tesla
You know
has
what
a
Lisa-
camera that's running
I
all
always
around.
tell people, you know
if
what
you do
Lisa-
a crime next to a Tesla,
Yeah.
that's it. You're caught in 4K.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, I spoke to Lisa Everett. She was like, yeah, you'd be surprised what the cops got. Oh, I went in the back. They got all kinds of shit. They get the cameras off the ATM machines, just like with the Fulio shit. Would they catch them off of what? Phones and license plate readers.
Yeah.
Now, everywhere you go, you drive in the hood. Look, we driving through Queens. Because we know we like to go to, I live, you know, in the suburbs, but like to go to the hood to get the good food. We driving through Queens. Yo, why we doing 25? Oh, yeah, because the cameras. Everything is 25. So in New York, you do a drive-by, it's at 25. You get a ticket. Oh, what time he got shot? Oh, yeah, he got a ticket that time and area. You go past 25 miles, it's an automatic ticket. There's cameras everywhere.
Yeah, I've gotten those before.
They got fucking DNA. I speak to Lisa Everett. Yeah, Yayo, they got DNA on your clothes now. You touch somebody,
That's
get
it.
the DNA.
Yep.
I'm like, oh, shit. And then with your phone, and like you said, the cars, ring alarms,
Yeah.
it's like, it's crazy. It's like they'll give you 2 weeks. Next thing you know, they at your fucking front doorstep in 2 weeks.
Well, basically, Bill Courtney did an interview on it's HGTV, and he basically said 50 never cooperated, you never cooperated. And 50 actually commented, saying, see, the facts always come out. I wasn't raised like that. I'm not Preem, Killer Rat, Ass Jimmy, or World's Paperwork. And what he also said was that actually, he said the Gotti brothers actually did a lot of crazy stuff, like, you know, speak to each other on two-way pagers, which ultimately became evidence and stuff like that. But he basically said, like, all the rumors about you guys cooperating are all false.
Who would we cooperate with?
Yeah.
I don't understand. We from the same hood that they from, but see how it is in the hood. When a nigga don't got nothing on you, he got to try to tarnish your name.
Mm-hmm.
Who do we cooperate? Nigga got shot. Niggas get shot every day. Motherfuckers get shot every day. Like, and the funny shit is, when we're talking with Chappelle and 50, and we're talking about shit that we went through, like, motherfuckers will come around you and feel like, yo, I held them down. I was getting in shootouts 17, 18 years old. I could talk about it now because ain't no statute of limitations on that.
There is a statute of limitations.
Well, a statute of limitations.
Yeah, there is.
Years ago, whatever.
Yeah.
So, like, I was outside 15, 16. We never looked at it like we knew the rules to the streets when we got in them. If a nigga tell, niggas gonna find the paperwork, is you gonna have a worse bid, because this is how it work. You tell them you a street nigga, you wanna live that life, right? You wanna do that. You a street nigga, you go to jail, you tell, first thing niggas see is your paperwork, and now you got a rough bid. So, like, what makes you think us niggas ain't gonna follow the golden rule? We been in the streets, 50 was in the streets 12 years old. That's when niggas used to take you to the projects, put peanut butter on your toes, and feed you to the rats. Now niggas are letting...
Wait.
Listen.
Wait, what?
Listen.
I want you to explain what that is.
Listen.
I don't even understand what that means.
Motherfuckers
they put peanut butter on your toes.
Peanut butter on
Oh, so they take
your
off your
feet.
shoes. They
Yeah,
put peanut butter on your bare feet.
Yeah, take you to the project basement, peanut butter on your ankles and shit, and they let the rats get to you. Tie your ass up,
Damn.
and they let the rats get to you.
Okay.
In the 80s and 90s, people was eating, you fuck up money, yo, he gotta eat a shit sandwich. Like, shit was like that. Making girl, it'd be a girl, like, for real, nigga. Yo,
Wow.
strip them butt naked. Like, it was, throw them on the avenue. Like, it was ruthless in the 90s.
Wow.
Because niggas had the thoughts of the 80s. So, selling drugs in 9-5, 9-4, like 9-6, nah, nigga, niggas was ruthless.
Huh.
Niggas would beat your ass down, beat you with bats. You selling work over here, beat niggas with motorcycle helmets. I done seen it all. And in the conversation, the one jewel I will give you with Dave Chappelle and 50 was, yo, in the hood, we normalize shooting and domestic violence. And, oh, nigga get shot? All right, you be all right. Where he got shot at? Got shot in his leg. All right, he be all right. Yo, he got shot in his chest. He arms. Oh, yeah, he good. Oh, he got shot in his head. He still alive? God bless that nigga. Like, we normalize shit that's not normal. So when you leave that life, right? Because motherfuckers always want to pull you back into that life. You know what I'm saying? And that's how niggas get killed, artists, whatever, because we trying to leave that life, but you got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You trying to leave it. Niggas bring their negative shit to you. You know? But that's not normal life. That's the one thing Dave Chappelle told me. Damn, it's not normal. Like a nigga catching a body now, word, how many bodies you got? Back in the days, it was how many cars and how much money a nigga got. Now for these young niggas, damn, how many bodies he got? He got 5? Oh shit, stay out his way. He's drilling. So for me, I'm like, all we trying to do is change the narrative, man. Like that 4 days in Louisiana, that was the best concert we ever do, Human Harmony. Shout to 50, shout to Ant, shout to QC, Top Dog, all the big names, music executives, Chappelle, Schultz, Cat Williams, to fucking everybody, man. There's just so many names to name. I don't want to miss nobody. And, you know, gotta shout out Pac-Man before you go crazy, right? Pac-Man, you know, just everybody. It was just so much artists out there. It was no negative energy. You didn't even hear about no fights out there. Yeah. 50 brung a fucking Say Less. You know Say Less restaurant?
No.
How the fuck, you from in New York and you don't know Say Less?
Say Less
Shout
restaurant?
Shout to Georgie and Barry and everybody.
Nah.
Say Less, I gotta take you there. Say Less restaurant. He brought that out there, and he brought, you never been to Lagos, African food.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been to Lagos, but yeah, I'm familiar.
Yeah,
I'm familiar with Nigerian food.
Yeah, and he brought a Lagos out there. Man, this guy bought fucking blocks, man. He bought blocks. He bought blocks, and we give him back, man. And that's what the fuck it's about. And that's what I want to talk about.
Okay.
And let's talk about some of my deals, because I got a deal with Cookies Harrison, New Jersey.
I know, you talked
Shout
about
to
that.
them.
But I
Shout
just,
to Dr. Green.
I just
Shout
want
to
to
my
finish.
Spencer's deal. Shout to Drake. No, man, Kendrick, still love you, but shout to Drake, man. Shout to 50, Action TV, because if y'all don't give me my millions, Vlad and y'all, I don't, like I said, Vlad, Nori, Flex, Hulu, Complex, I'm cool.
That's cool.
Because I'm getting millions with 50
Listen,
already.
If
Look, hold on.
this is your last interview,
Look.
I appreciate all the interviews you've done.
See, he's getting
You know what I'm
scared
saying?
now. Look,
I'm
he's
not
getting scared.
I'm not getting scared.
Look, he's getting scared. He said,
if
this is your last
your
interview.
last interview,
Look.
because, you know, the price has gotten too high, I appreciate all the time you've done.
Yeah.
We still gonna be friends. We still talk. You know, I wish you all the best.
The price is getting high. I mean, shout to Dave Chappelle and 50.
You know, I've
the
always been supportive of everything you've done,
like
man.
that Marlon Wayans number, that 40 pack, that shit was sounding good.
Plus 30%.
You know what I mean? That 40 pack was sounding good, Marlon Wayans. You get mad at the man. That's a good number.
Yeah.
So, that 40 pack would be good though. We'd be good.
Yeah. Well,
If not, you still my guy.
yeah, you're
But
still
I
my
got
guy.
it.
Still my guy.
50 said, yo, I'll give you a couple of million with 50 Action TV. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I could just go over there and get, 5, 6 million. That's light work. That's breakfast for him.
Hey, man, you should do
Go
it.
get some breakfast over there.
You should do it.
So I'm saying, I'm trying to put everybody else on because everybody see my value.
Yeah, I mean,
So
shit.
give me 5, 6 million over there.
Talk to me about maybe we could produce something with me and you over there on that platform.
Maybe
you
we
know
can
what I'm
do
saying?
it. But
You
this
and I
what
are
I
a
be
good
trying to
team.
tell you. If
You
I
and
got
I, you
50
and I are a good team.
50
You can't
telling
deny
me and
that.
Murder. Look, it's me and Murder. Everywhere we go, Murder. You fit? Yeah, brothers. Yeah, brothers. I love Banks too, but yo, they love me and fucking Murder. Everywhere we go. So Fifth's like, yo, hold on. I can give y'all a little 5-pack. 5-pack is $5 million.
Yeah.
That's why I don't know what these other rappers be talking about. This guy Merch is making millions.
Yeah.
You know what him and Eminem Merch be looking like, bro? I don't even want to talk these guys' numbers. So if I can go over there and get a 6 million, you know what I'm saying? Real quick, I'm gonna go to 50 Action TV.
Right, but if you had listened to Vlad a couple of years ago, you could have made a couple million with free Yayo merch, which I had been
But now
telling you to
Drake
do.
is wearing it. I cracked like maybe 15,000 the first day, and I just made the store real
There you
quick.
go.
So
There
shout
you
to
go.
Drake, and I got the Spencer's deal. So shout
Yeah.
to Drake, shout to Presser, Bun Dog,
Right.
my man Peter Jackson, Steven.
Right, but when you were on tour,
You can
I
shout out
said
Mercules, man.
you should
Shout
have
out
your
Mercules,
merch.
too.
And I just talked to your man before the interview. He said you missed out on potentially a couple of million by not having
No,
it.
we're gonna make more millions though. Like I said.
Yeah, but that's cool. It
We
would have
need-
been cool to make
yo,
those
listen,
millions that you missed out
the
on,
shit-
though.
yo, look,
This ain't my money.
Why
I'm telling you for you. I'm not getting a percentage of
Why
it.
you arguing with the greats? I'm eating duck in Romania. I'm not. Like, why you arguing with the greats? Shout out to Wayne's brother. I don't have nothing to do with his shit. So I'm eating duck in Romania, bro.
Okay.
I'm in Vienna.
Yeah.
I'm in the Ritz Carlton. I'm like, I got a waiter, butler.
Okay.
You know how when they say, can we clean your room? They want to clean your room 3 times a day. You just took one shower, then clean your room. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
You know what I'm saying? So while you arguing, motherfuckers, I'm eating duck and thinking about millions. That's why I told Nori wanted to give me a deal. Flex keeps saying a deal.
Okay.
You was telling me a deal.
Right.
My man Dougie Cash in LA's talking about a deal. But like I said, 50 is the first one to really, because millions,
Yeah.
to him is like,
Nothing.
it's just like breakfast, man.
Well, yeah, I mean, it actually said, he had a magazine cover recently that basically
Motherfuckers
said
talking
he's a
about
billionaire.
$500,000.
He's a billionaire.
$500,000 to the police. Yo,
Well-
Leak, like $500,000, like $500,000. That's that. No disrespect, but that's really the donation money. Like that. First of all, you gotta pay taxes on the money anyway.
Of course.
So Fifth will always tell you that. He got the G Unity Foundation. So people always want to talk about the negative shit, but this is the most press he got since Bay Bay Bay. Think about it.
Hey, baby.
That's why I don't want to get on here and talk about 50. That's why 50 be like, yo, when he go on Vlad, yo. That's why he said, yo, let this be your last interview, yo, and I got the millions for you. So I'm sorry, Vlad.
It's all good.
This is my
It's all
last one
good.
piece. I love y'all.
So this is your last VladTV interview?
Yeah, this
Okay.
is it, man.
All right. It's all good, man. I'm happy. For everyone who's ever contributed to VladTV, I'm always happy.
Yeah,
and I always wish everyone the best.
This
So if
is
that's
it.
the case, man, I appreciate it.
Unless you got some million for me. I mean,
Nah, I ain't got no millions right now, but you know what I'm saying?
you got million. You got a Richard million. You ain't got millions.
Oh, I got millions, but if I
Unless,
spend
we
millions,
can
I
work
have to
out.
make
All right,
more
I'm not
millions.
gonna. I might not say this is the last one. Maybe we could just work up the numbers. Like, We'll talk about the 40, 50 packs. You know what I mean? It's worth it. Come on, I need, like, we gotta step it up. If you get 40, 50 packs, then we good. I want that Boosie check. You know that? Come on. Because you're giving Boosie a lot. Shout to Boosie too, that's my man. So 40, 50 packs, I'll do it. But 50 talking this million shit though, I don't want to fuck up that deal too. So we'll figure it out. I don't want to keep the fans mad.
We'll figure it out.
But, you know, like I said.
We'll figure it out, but at the end of the day, listen, if you spend 100,000 on somebody, right? You give someone 100,000 and you make 100,000, you just lost money because it's cost you time and money to produce that. You see what I'm saying? Someone get 100,000 appearance fee to do something and you make back 100,000, you just lost money.
Let me break it down to this.
You go into it hoping to make 200,000.
Listen, let me break it down to you like this, right? Mm-hmm. When I'm eating dinner, shrimp, what was that, garlic shrimp we was eating, Jim? Garlic shrimp, steak, filet mignon with Dave Chappelle at his house. 50, Uncle Murder. And he says, Yayo, I watch your shit. Not just Vlad. There's a whole bunch of other shit, but I'm gonna give you your props. You watch your shit too? Most likely. You and 50, man? Man. I sit there and be like, in this moment, I realize my value. And I say, you know what? That's when people start offering deals. Yo, you and Murder. What they give Cameron and them? 20 million? Really?
Not sure.
Shout to Cam, shout to Drink Champs, shout
those
to
Those are sponsorship deals. So those are a little bit different.
All right, well, we need the sponsorship deals. We need whatever, Vlad. We'll talk about higher numbers, though, in the future. This might not be the last interview. I don't want to do that because you're my guy. But 50 is talking.
I would never try to hold back anyone's deal if they got a better deal on the table. I've always said
maybe I could get the deal and there's no close. I still work with you.
Whatever, man. Like I said, if this is our last interview, it's all good.
You know what I'm saying?
We'll still go hang out at Calabasas.
You the one that brought it up. I didn't say anything.
No, you said this might be our last one.
You brought it up.
Did I bring it up? Maybe I brought it up. Okay.
You know, get that passport gang, clothing. Get them free Yayo clothing. Get Dave Chappelle
you my
clothing.
Man, and I'm always
get
happy.
50's clothing. This is 50.com. Capone Boys, we're going to have the NFTs, cannabis, big deals.
Yeah.
We're doing some worldwide shit. Shout out to my man Ricardo. You know what I mean? Shout out to my man Sean in Dubai. You know, shout out to Cookies Harrison. Because let's talk about the deals that I'm doing.
No, listen. And
let's
if you
talk
notice,
about my deals, bro.
When you and I have ever had conversations, offline, I've always talked about deals that you could benefit that I wouldn't put myself into. I said, you should do this on your own. I've always done this. You know what I'm saying? I've never tried to take a cut or whatever else. The shit that we do together. But I'm like, you should do this because it's going to make you a lot of money.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely want to
I've always done this. You know this is the truth.
I definitely need a couple of mil. Me and Murder's not that greedy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just give to the needy, baby.
You brought Murder here on the show.
Me and Murder's not that greedy. So we just want a couple of mil. Because we're 50, we eating fucking duck in Romania.
Right.
So if you eat
caviar pancakes are a wrap.
So you eat duck in Romania now. People always do favors when you don't need favors.
Well, one of the things that the Detective Bill Courtney said in this interview, which was actually really interesting, he talked about the 50 Cent shooting, and he said, and they said they solved this actually. He said that the shooters that were there.
Why are we talking about that? Come on.
You don't want to talk about
this? Back to this. Hell no. That's why 50 hates your ass.
50 hates me?
Hell yeah.
No, seriously, 50 hates me.
Yes.
Really? I don't believe it. 50 hates me, but you do interviews with me.
Yes, 50 hates you. Banks hate you too.
Well, Banks, I understand why Banks hates me. You know what I'm saying? That's fine.
50
hates me?
Really? Yeah, you talk about him too much.
Anything that came out of his mouth, I ain't got nothing to do with it. I don't care what his interview. I don't care what he said. I'm telling you, 90% of the time, everything he's saying is something that I don't want you to know.
Well, damn, I'm glad I didn't go down there to Human Harmony Weekend.
No, I ain't gonna say he hates you. I ain't gonna say he hates you.
You just said he hates me.
But it seemed like what I don't want to do is, because I know, listen, you talk about two people that I've been around, 50 and Eminem, you go viral. So you got a lot of dudes that, look, they don't even really deserve the clout. But like, you say their name, oh shit, they get clout for 1 or 2 days. Sometimes it's best to ignore them. 50's crazy enough to answer these niggas. I'll be like, yo, this nigga's crazy. He don't give a fuck, because he's crazy. I tell everybody, they say I'm crazy, but I'll be like, nah, Fifth is crazy, because he'll answer niggas. And for me, I don't want to talk about Fifth, because it seems like, I don't want to make it seem like all my views is about Fifth. Fifth my man. So sometimes when a nigga do so much favors for you, like, you always remember the time he said yes, never when he said no. You know what I'm saying? You remember yes and no, right? But the times he said no, you could never be mad. So he don't hate you, but sometimes he just don't want to be brought up.
Okay.
Because we could talk about what I'm doing, and then you be like, yo, so 50-50. Now you making me feel like the nigga pushing me out the way overseas. 50-50. Because you keep 50-50.
Fair enough.
Everywhere we go, 50-50.
Fair
and
enough.
it's cool,
Fair enough.
that's my man. Like I said, I'm happy for his success. His success is my success. But I don't want to sit there and talk about him and make it about him.
Well,
let's talk about
Eminem dropped a new album.
Yeah, he dropped a new album. Yeah,
Dropped a new album.
Let's promote that. Let's
Let's
promote my
promote that.
cannabis deals. Let's
Yes.
promote my fucking shirts, this basketball game. Free Yayo. Let's promote the new fucking album. What do he do? 300 million fucking views?
He did a lot of views.
Talk about that.
He did a lot of views.
Yeah.
Now, Ari Spears said that if you don't put Eminem in your top 5, you're a hater.
Eminem's in my top 5.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what nobody says. Because I love lyrics, and he has lyrics, but I like numbers too. Numbers don't lie. You know what I mean? And his numbers are always good. What did he do? 300 million? What did he do? 63 million in 2 days? Come on, man.
Eminem, hold on a second. I'll tell you in a second.
I don't listen to Eminem in the car. Well, somebody do.
Hold on a second. Okay, yeah. So the Death of Slim Shady sold 600,000.
What? What do you mean? We're talking
new
about
album.
we talking about digitally.
Yeah, but
Spotify
the equivalent
numbers.
of 600,000.
No, not Spotify. What are you talking about? You sound like a hater now, Vlad.
Wait,
might wanna edit-
you're saying that's a bad number?
You might wanna edit
600,000?
Let's edit this part.
No, we're not going to edit
Go to
it.
the Spotify numbers. That's what I'm talking about. We're not talking
His
about
latest release has crossed the 600,000 unit mark.
in what, one day?
No, like it's been a little while.
What
now.
are the total sales?
The total 819 million streams. So 819 million streams is the equivalent of 600,000 albums.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. It doesn't matter what you're saying.
That's a huge number. That's gold already.
819 million streams.
Is the equivalent of 600,000 units.
Well, fuck it. It doesn't matter. That's who's doing them numbers.
Nobody.
Who's doing them streams? And where do you go?
Yeah, he's getting 6.7 million streams daily.
Nobody's counting what album was equivalent to album numbers. So what you say? Listen, let me talk. That's irrelevant. Niggas are going off of your stream numbers.
Right, 819 million.
You're gonna get big checks because you're streaming them numbers. When you're gonna do big shows, when a nigga's getting 20, 30 million for a show and they could turn it down, I don't know what the number is, but it's up there.
Yeah.
Cause their merch is up there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like to say niggas numbers, but they're in the millions just with fucking merch. So for niggas doing 819 million streams, and how many streams you said he's doing a day?
6.7 million.
Well, there you go. He's the fucking one of the GOATs.
Well, Dr. Dre, he said, I think Eminem is the best MC, point blank, period. Of course, there are going to be arguments about that because he's a white guy, but I don't think anyone that's rapping can touch Eminem on that microphone.
I agree.
Now, people are going to say, well, Dre's saying that because that's his artist and he's made a bunch of money, but Dre has had a lot of artists.
But listen,
50 Cent, Snoop Dogg, Kendrick Lamar, Ice Cube, on and on and on.
Let's go back to what Eminem, G-Unit did as a rap label, Violator, including that.
Yeah.
You know, you had the Dream Team, you had fucking Chris Lighty, you had 50, you had the whole G-Unit staff, Jeremy, Mario, the list goes on and on. You had the Violator staff, Mona Scott, Claudine, Yandy was there, James Cruz, I'm not gonna leave him out, even though 50 always fucking with him. You know what I'm saying? You had a conglomerate of people. Rest in peace to Chris Lighty, I'm gonna say, because he played a major part in that too.
Yeah.
Now, Sha Money too, he was in that, but I would say Chris Lighty, you know. So Chris Lighty and 50. Even the deal that we waited for, 50 was the smartest guy to wait for that deal. Let's fuck streams. Eminem sold 16 million hard copies worldwide. He's the biggest artist worldwide, bro. Hands down.
Living artist?
Yes. In the hip hop world.
In the hip hop world, yeah.
In the hip hop world, he's the biggest artist worldwide. I'm not gonna say nobody's numbers, but you know it's
okay.
Hold on.
Would you say that Drake?
Vlad, you gotta let me stop.
Okay, go ahead.
He's the biggest artist worldwide. I would say 50 is he gotta be the second biggest artist worldwide. G-Unit has to be one of the biggest groups worldwide. Motherfuckers then said G-Unit is the caviar of hip hop rap groups overseas.
Yeah.
Look at the marketing. We had video games. We had clothes. We had sneakers. We had fucking LeBron James and motherfucker Dave Chappelle, Mike Epps on our mixtapes. 50 went into the movies. Everything was marketed. Only thing we was missing, did we have G-Unit cereal, Jeremy?
No, I don't think so.
I think we had G-Unit cereal. Well, I was in development. The G-Unit cereal was supposed to come out. Now, look, only thing was missing was G-Unit cereal.
Yeah, I don't think you had the cereal. But you got a
50
lot of,
sold,
you got a lot of stuff.
what, 11 million records, first album? 8 million? Second album, 11 million? Hard copies. When people used to go in Best Buy and go buy the CD and read.
I bought it.
Let
One
me
of the,
keep
one of
going,
the greatest
Vlad.
hip-hop CDs
When
ever.
they used to buy the CD and actually read it, hard copies, you have meet and greets.
Yeah.
That's when Interscope was spending, what, 50,000 to have 100, maybe 100,000 to have Eminem's picture there or 50's picture there. That's when hip hop was fun. Going to BET, going to work it, going to radio to go work a project. 8 in the morning, because morning time is the biggest show. Then afternoon, then night, because every show is big to a PD, right? To the program director. Those were the great times in hip hop. And I'm not saying it's not fun now, because we're still having fun. But going overseas, to me, it's more of a sense of freedom. Listen, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because yeah, they have guns, certain places, but it's way less guns than America.
Yeah.
And I tell it's just like more of a sense of freedom. You know, Vienna, I love the streets. Romania, I loved it. They kind of tough on the marijuana laws. Wiz Khalifa got locked up out there. They don't play.
Yeah, I remember.
We got off the jet. As soon as we got off the jet, they had the dogs licking the Louis Vuitton bags, man. You know, 50's crazy. You gonna go pet the dog, pet the fucking dog and shit. Like, this motherfucker's crazy. That shit look like it's gonna bite us. Shit. Luckily, we ain't had no weed or nothing, because they had to, you know, they not playing. They ain't playing with Wiz out there. I told you I almost got locked up in Turkey.
Yeah.
I'm walking. Racist motherfucker, Nazi motherfucker goes into me. I'm mad. I kick his bag. Police, police. I told you, and like, luckily, you know, you got a motherfucker with power that can make the call. Yo, get Yayo out there. Now I'm in the back of the precinct. You know, I don't want to drink tea with the cops, but you know what? Shit changed. They're like, you want tea? Hell yeah, I was stressed out, man. But that white motherfucker, the white motherfucker that was going to press charges, that motherfucker's Googling me. Who the fuck was that motherfucker, man? Who was that motherfucker? I told you one of my mans got caught with just paper in Bahrain. And I had to call the prince of Bahrain. So look, I'm a hood nigga. Listen, you gotta let me talk, man. You don't let me talk in these interviews. Talking about this the last interview? Give me the fucking money, motherfucker. you see, Lee, you gotta give us more money, man. Yo, look. So, for me, I'm like, yo, in my brain, like, just to be in these places and travel the world, you know, the cars are good, the houses, of course, real estate, beautiful women, of course, everybody loves that, or whatever you choose to love, right? But to travel these places, it's the best thing, man. Vienna, Bratislava, and then Romania. And I had a good time. You know, Romania got tough weed laws. Hopefully one day they can lighten up on that. But besides that, it's a great place. Very beautiful place.
Well, speaking of G-Unit.
Oh, what do you want to talk about now? Young Buck? Oh, my, don't start this.
He settled all his lawsuits.
That's great for
He had
him,
to
man.
sell off his jewelry, cars, and his catalog, and now he's officially off of G-Unit. He can go on with his life.
That's
He had
good
to
for
he
him,
paid
man.
back 50 of the money he owed him,
Yeah.
and now he's on his own.
I'm happy for him, man.
Have you talked to him at all, or?
Nah, I mean, you know, for me, like, I don't wish no bad on nobody. Like, even people that was around that's not around, I never feel a way about them, but sometimes it's just business. You know, like, I came up with 50, you know what I'm saying? Like, Southside Jamaica, Queens, that's a I knew from, you know, yay high. He was 12 years old on the block. I came out the block 15, 16. You know what I'm saying? So he always was a smart guy, and my whole hood always knew him. He had cars at 17, 18. He always had. So he was good at everybody in the hood just to it. So for me, like I said, I don't like, a lot of people be like, yo, yeah, you loyal, and everybody need a yayo. And I feel like that.
I've said this, yeah.
Because sometimes you just gotta learn to be humble. Just learn to be humble. Like I said, we just came from Vienna. We just came from Bratislava and Romania, bro. You think hood, will you ever think hood like me and Murder or Banks or Buck or Kid or anybody else on this list, a governor, any Mobb Deep or MOP, any nigga that 50 helped out, you know what I'm saying, like would see these parts of the world or go these places, he's introducing us to his market. And it's cool. And when I go on stage with him, yeah, we could do his songs. It's cool. If I do 1 or 2, that's great for me. Less work for me.
Do you ever do So Seductive on stage?
Yeah, of course.
Nice.
But I mean,
Love that. So remember I told you that was a perfect song.
yeah, so we made history. We in the Hall of Fame, you know. I remember one day I was talking to Vado, and he was like, yo, man, he showed his love. That's why I love New York artists. I wish Vado and Dave East and a couple of niggas, hopefully they catch the next Human Harmony, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, we be in a car, who got the best verse on, it's done started something. We fans. I remember when Pun dissed 50. I was a fan, still a fan of Pun. I remember Fat Joe, Jealous Ones, my man Rough Hands used to mix that. Wu-Tang, like I said all the time, Ghostface, seen him send What Up to Murder, not me. But I don't take it personal. I know you don't f with me. But I was a fan of the Purple Tape with him and Ray. You know what I'm saying? So for me, friend or foe, like, I ain't no groupie type. We from New York. So in New York, do you see an artist you like, you can see Nas, certain niggas, and they be like, what up, Nas? And keep it moving. We from New York. That's just how we built. That's why I'm always fighting for New York. Because when we out of town, we New York is out of town. Huh?
Well, speaking of New York, Dame Dash is about to sell, well, they're about to auction off a third of Reasonable Doubt. You know about this?
Nah, I didn't hear about it.
Okay, so basically, Dame Dash got hit with like a defamation lawsuit, and he couldn't pay it back, so they basically seized his assets. And one of the assets they seized.
I like that free Yayo shirt you got on.
Yeah, of course, man. I represent. Yeah. I represent.
Spencer's, shout out to you guys.
Yeah.
Love you guys, Spencer's.
So basically, Dame Dash wasn't able to pay back the lawsuit, so they seized his assets, and one of the big assets they seized was a third of Reasonable Doubt.
Okay.
Okay. So it's about to be auctioned, and everyone's wondering whatever, you know, how much it's going to go for. And I don't know if you heard about this, but there's something called Section 203 of the Copyright Act. And what it says is that after 35 years, an artist will get back the rights to his music.
Okay.
Okay? Reasonable Doubt is about 30 years old. So right before the auction is about to go live, Jay-Z made an announcement saying that whoever buys it, they're only going to have it for 5 years. Because 5 years later, it's going to go back to him.
Yeah, that's a smart move. Yeah.
You know?
I mean, when you look at Jay and 50, and I don't, like I said, I don't come here to talk about 50, but it was always about competition. Like,
Yeah.
50 was always a fucking genius. Like, I remember when 50 dropped How to Rob, and I remember when How to Rob dropped, it was so crazy because he had the thing, I'm about $1. What the fuck is 50 Cent?
Yeah.
And 50 was like, yeah. That's when I knew that nigga was crazy.
Yeah, they had a song together later on.
Yeah,
it was like
of course,
a promo
but
song. Was it a real song or a promo
yeah,
song? It was
yeah.
something.
Probably the Reebok thing.
Yeah, the Reebok thing, exactly.
But one thing about 50 is, you know, he's one of the greats, man.
Right. So basically, this thing's about to go to auction. And what's making its rounds right now is that,
why buy it if you're gonna lose it in 5 years?
well, you're gonna lose it
Yeah.
anyways, right? He
Yeah.
goes, I don't know why Jay hating on the next man or whatever.
Oh, no,
'Cause
no.
I don't think Jay's gonna buy it. I think
well,
he's gonna let it.
Well, the
he's
money
gonna,
stop. Why
Yeah.
not just wait 5 years?
Exactly. He's just gonna let it get sold to whoever and get it back 5 years later.
Guys like fucking Jay-Z, 50 Cent, fucking Eminem,
Yeah.
fucking Paul Rosenberg.
They're on a different financial level.
These guys got money. They don't. What's $5 million to one of these niggas?
Exactly. So
Just
now
like
there's a
that
video
goes back to the $500,000 to
Yeah,
protect
for the cops. Yeah.
$2 billion worth for artists.
Exactly. So now
all
a video is making its rounds right now.
So you got to make it make sense.
Yeah, exactly.
You know
Exactly.
what's that movie when you like, yo, you were chain snatching jive turkeys, motherfucker. Like motherfuckers
What
like
movie- wait, what movie
I
is
forgot
that?
what movie that was. But we gotta get better, man, as a whole, man. Because Human Harmony was great. Shout to all the artists, comedians, fucking rappers, whatever you want to call them, celebrities. Everybody was celebrity.
Carlito's Way.
Carlito's with
Yes.
chain snatching,
Yeah, Al Pacino said that. Yeah.
jive turkey, motherfucker, whatever.
So basically, a video is making its rounds right now. The Dame Dash is saying, yeah, to whoever spends over $10 million on this Reasonable Doubt thing, I'm going to throw in a Rockefeller chain.
Dame is cool, but nobody's going for that. Once Jay, look, listen, man. And I don't like to talk about Jay-Z and none of these niggas because I'm friends with 50. I don't even like talking about these niggas. But once a nigga says, I'm gonna get it in 5 years anyway. Nobody's gonna spend money.
Right. I mean, basically, people are saying...
Now, what happened to the nigga that bought the Wu-Tang album? He got locked up by the feds, right? And they took it?
Martin Shkreli, I interviewed him.
And they took it, right?
No, they didn't take it.
Well, he still had it, right?
He still had it and he sold it at a profit.
And he made profit, right?
Yes.
Now, that's different.
But
now,
that
if you
was...
got an album... Look, hold on. What, Vlad, you gotta let me speak. If you got an album, then it's cool. That's cool. Like, yo, I spend $5 million or this on the album, Reasonable Doubts, this or whatever. If it's an album that's different, like the guy had the Wu-Tang album,
right?
And he bought it, they said supposedly for $1 million. I don't believe everything in press, so I don't know. Supposedly for $1 million and he sold it for what?
He bought it for I think $500,000, sold it for like 1.7 or something like that.
Cool.
Yeah.
He bought it for $500,000, sold it for 1.7.
Yeah.
Right? Cool. Now if it was an album, that'd be different. But once the nigga say, yo, don't buy that, that's like a nigga telling you.
Well, it's a third of an album.
You gotta remember, these niggas, we hustlers.
It's a third of an album.
All these niggas are hustlers.
Yeah.
So all that nigga Jay did, or like a fifth would do, is tell you don't buy that shit, it's bad work. Nigga.
Exactly.
Fuck out of here. That's all he did. Yo, that's bad work.
Exactly.
I'm gonna own that shit in 5 years anyway.
Exactly.
It's common sense. Ain't nothing that can fix that.
So basically he's saying when throw in a Rockefeller chain, people are saying that's the equivalent of throwing in an air freshener when you buy a car. And here's the interesting part about it.
You gotta understand this, Vlad. Everybody is smarter now.
Yeah.
You gotta let me talk. And what I mean by that, when we first came out, motherfuckers was just reading the sound scheme. Mm-hmm. Now, little kids will be like, give me phone. My man's son is 7 years old. He's FaceTiming him and is teaching him how to Apple Cash. The generation is smarter now. You can't pull the wool over these people's eyes. That's why when I get on here, I don't prep nothing and be like, yeah, I'm gonna say this. No, I get on here and be myself. Because you cannot pull the wool over people's eyes. Kids are smarter. People are entrepreneurs with their own business now. People got their online boutique stores. Girls are smarter. Girls in the club are smarter. Everybody's smarter now. It's a different time.
Yeah.
So when you make us say, well, we're gonna throw $10 million, I'll give you a Rockefeller chain. People are smarter now.
Right.
That even comes to artists now. They're like, before artists would sign deals to what they're equivalent to. Now the artists would be like, no, I ain't signing no deal. Because they feel like you're going to get jerked. But this nigga just spent his money on your whole project. Right? Now listen, Vlad, you got to let me talk.
Okay, go ahead.
So we in times now where people are smarter. You're like, I could just put my music online, drop myself. Mm-hmm. Or I could do this. I could put my shit on This Is 50 and sell my merch. I could put my shit on this shit and sell my merch. Sometimes people are more online shopping. You got fucking, what's the shit? Pretty Young Thing and fucking...
Fashion Nova?
Fashion Nova.
Yeah.
Shit is nice. Mm-hmm. Girls will buy that shit, had a Louis bag, Louis slips or whatever, and they good money. Niggas ain't thinking about all that. So it's like everybody shop online now. It's more entrepreneur shit going on.
Yeah.
You can't say some shit like that, and that's what they're gonna say. It's like giving an air freshener in the car. Right. That's the result they're gonna say, and that's the truth. No disrespect to Dame, but that's just the truth.
Well, right. And here's the thing. I talked to a friend of mine who used to be the president of one of the biggest publishing companies in the world.
Yeah.
And I said, if you were just to eyeball it, what do you think a third of Reasonable Doubt makes a year?
And what did he say?
He said, if you're lucky...
Because did it only go gold?
And there's some publishing...
It went gold, right?
I probably went platinum over time.
Yeah.
He said, if you're lucky and he owns a piece of publishing also, maybe $1 million a year. Maybe. So you talk about 5 years... $5 million will potentially be made.
Yeah,
so
anyone
anyone smart who's bidding on that probably wouldn't bid over $2 million.
Now Dame is gonna be mad at you because he's gonna say why you fucked up my deal. He was trying to get $10 million, Vlad. You ain't see what he was trying to do?
He had a chain and everything.
Dame is coming at you now, man.
Me and Dame already don't get along.
Stay with security. You
me,
got the
me
Richard
and Dame
Mill?
Dash have already had...
You told him to stay with security or what? Give him good advice, man. Be around him, man. He got the Richard Mill. They gonna try to chop your wrist for that one, right? Vlad got the Richie. Better have your security.
Yeah. Listen, man, I hope he sells it for whatever. People saying Drake should buy it. You know, but then again, it's only 5 years, so what's the point?
I don't, listen, $5 million a year, I mean, like, what's $5 million to these guys? What's
Nothing.
$5 million to 50 Drake or Jay-Z?
Exactly.
What's $5 million to Pharrell? Any one of these motherfuckers. Timberland.
That's a watch.
Yeah, what's $5 million?
That's a nice
Dr.
Richard
Dre.
Yeah, that's a Richard
What's $5 million to Jay-Z?
Exactly.
I mean, Dre. Jimmy Iovine, any one of these motherfuckers. What's 5 million to them?
That's what we're all striving to, right?
Shit, the YouTube motherfuckers too. Well, I don't know if y'all there yet. Y'all not there yet.
We're getting there.
Nah, 5 million. You got a Richard Millie. 50 new watches, 5 million, I believe.
No, I saw the Diamond Out joint, the Turbolon.
You're not there yet, Vlad.
No, I'm not there yet. But from where I came from,
He's
from where I
offering me
came
5
from,
million, huh?
let me tell
Nah,
you.
you good.
Man, 2002, I was homeless. So, NBA Youngboy just pled guilty to his federal gun charge.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Facing 10 years. It's probably going to be less than that since his lawyers probably hooked up a good plea deal. But on top of this, there's also the pill case. You heard about that?
In Ohio, we went
Utah.
there before. Utah, we was there.
Yeah. I mean, basically, him and a bunch of girls he knew were calling in, putting in fake prescriptions, trying to get, prescription pills and so forth. He would have a fake voice, and all this is being recorded.
Supposedly.
But all this was recorded by the actual pharmacist, and they're all cooperating and everything else like that. So there's 10 years on this case, and there's also potentially, because it's 50 charges or something like that on the pill case.
Well,
he might do a legitimate 10 years.
Well, I hate to hear that, but he's rich anyway.
Yes.
And God bless that man, because he's a dope artist. And when you're young, sometimes, you wild out. I don't know. It's all allegedly. We don't know. We don't know if it's him or people around him or what the case is. Listen.
Yeah.
We don't know what the case is, so I don't want to talk on the man's case.
Yeah.
But all I can say is, God blessing him. Hopefully he, get out of the situation, because, a lot of kids, in the suburbs and in the hood look up to him. And he's one of the biggest artists in the world.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying? He's one of the biggest artists in the fucking world, planet. One of the YouTube kings. He's one of them guys.
100%.
And, and there's a lot of dope artists, as well as, Dirk too, because I got to shout him out, Dirk. Mm-hmm. These guys are the biggest artists in the world. As far as the culture came now, as for what these guys are getting to show and how this shit is breaking worldwide, and you see kids of all color and all culture listening to their music. I seen a little white kid, probably 6, 7 years old, with chains on. Dirk, rest in peace, King Von.
Oh, yeah, the TF chains on.
Rest in peace, King Von. He went viral.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As big as TikTok is now, and Instagram, and now you got all these big YouTubers, and you got these guys that, even, look, Jake Paul about to fight Mike Tyson. You paying for that.
It's going to be on Netflix. It's going to be free, I think.
Well, for shit, it's going to be on Netflix. We're going to pay for that, I got Netflix, so
yeah.
It's going to be one of the most watched events. And, Mike Tyson is great, and Jake Paul, him and his brother, they worked their way to the top. His other brother's wrestling. And, wrestling's getting back interesting, man. I'm about to start really tuning into the wrestling, because shit just be looking crazy.
Yeah.
I'm about to get back on my wrestling wave. I see, shout to Who Kid, he's always on his wrestling wave, so he be telling me to come out. Yeah.
Yeah, Lil Baby has he went out and brought his son, and it was a whole thing around WWE.
I remember years ago, my son John Cena.
Huh.
Yeah, John Cena. And I remember 50 Cent.
He did the hand thing.
John Cena.
Yeah, from you.
Yeah.
We talked about the NBA Youngboy thing, and I think really with Youngboy, it's an addiction thing. He has a problem with pills. It seemed like G-Unit never really had problems with and stuff like that.
I mean, because you gotta think about it. Even in the neighborhood, 50 didn't really smoke or drink like that. He occasionally drank. So you see, he shout out to Branson, Cognac, and Le Champagne. Mm-hmm. So he occasionally drinks. But he wasn't like one of them that rolled up on the block. He was one of them that boxed early. So, he used to run around Rochdale in a plastic suit. He was more like the health nut. And it was like, he was probably the first really doing that. So he was really more of a boxing. So when he had fights in the hood, he had the upper hand because he was smoking weed all day or he was drinking. Lost Boys was out there all day. So rest in peace, Freaky Ty, his brother J Ball. So them wake up in the morning in Devil Springs for breakfast. I wasn't no wild drinker like that. I just smoked bud. But, Fifth was the health nut. No Diddy since back in the days, pause, whatever. Since, you know what I'm saying?
For me, one of my close friends overdosed and died off 23, right? And no one offered me up to that point. So when I went to the funeral, I said, I'm never going to take it.
Right.
You yourself, you were around and stuff like that. What made you never want to fuck with it?
Because we was dealers. Well, I'm not going to say 50. I was a dealer.
50 said he's been a dealer.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I don't want to say.
I mean, it's documented.
I
Go
was
ahead.
a dealer.
Yeah.
So, you know, and I was a nice guy. We back then wasn't nothing in the drugs, you know.
There was no back there.
Yeah, it wasn't no, you know, 1995, 1996, 1997, like early 2000s, work was still good. You know what I'm saying? He was running around. So we seen, nobody wants to be on drugs because that's what we used to sell. So we never wanted to get high. That was never our thing. Our thing was smoke, maybe drink. Early ages, it was 40 ounces.
Yeah, me too.
You know what I'm saying? OE, O English.
We had Crazy Horse back in the day. Remember that?
Yeah, St. Ives, Crazy
Yeah.
Horse.
Yeah.
So I couldn't even finish a whole 40 back in the days.
Huh.
Like I'll drink like probably no,
Yeah.
nah, I don't want to do that. But I'll drink a little bit of a 40, like not even a half. But you know, used to cut school, drink 40s, chill. You know what I mean? E and J was over the top, never like with that. But you know. So we was more of drinking, a little smoke here and there. That's it, you know? That was really what it's about. All the designer that, you know, some of these niggas in the industry, I guess, that really wasn't our thing, because, you know, we was dealers.
Well, but I mean, Young Buck, he went to rehab and stuff like that. Do you think that he had problems with it?
I wouldn't say, I don't know that man business.
Okay,
Like,
fair enough. Yeah, I don't know how close you guys were and stuff like that. So,
I mean, Buck was cool.
Yeah.
You know,
but you guys didn't grow up together.
We
like
got
that.
a crazy moment in hip hop that's crazy. You
Yeah.
know, Young Buck, Game, Banks, and me as the group.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, we got, you know, we in the Hall of Fame of hip hop. So I'm not gonna say nothing bad about him, or, you know, it is what it is. You know, sometimes just in this game, you gotta learn how to make smart decisions.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is, because sometimes the business supersedes the music. That's why you see all these biggest artists looking for Pharrell with Louis Vuitton.
Yeah.
How much millions they gave him to do that shit?
A lot.
So when the big corporations, that's what I want to do. Look at Ice Cube. He got the big three in movies. Look at 50 with movies. Look at 50 getting up with Tyler Perry and Dave Chappelle and Cat Williams and all these. Like, this is big going on. I want to learn from the greats. How you go on and I could do movies, or I'm getting acting classes now.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, but, you know, that's just something that I want to do in my spare time. Mm-hmm. You know, when I have spare time, I'm not on tour. I'm writing a book also.
Okay.
You know, I'm working on my own films.
Okay.
You know, I'm thinking about the podcast deal with 50 Action TV. You know, and I'm just learning the game. That's why when like I said, that dinner with Dave Chappelle and 50 changed my whole view. Just to sit there, and like I said, I don't want to tell a conversation because 50 doesn't like shit like that. Because Chappelle is a no phone kind of guy. Got one picture and that was it.
Since our last interview, Fulio got killed.
Rest in peace, Fulio.
That hit close to home because I did one of his first interviews, and me and him were talking. Like, you know what I'm saying? We were talking, like, he was just a cool-ass dude. And I kept saying, like, bro, you need to get the fuck up out of there. Like, Florida ain't got nothing for you.
Yeah, rest in
And
peace
he
to
got
him,
killed on his birthday.
But you know, nowadays, Instagram, so it's like when you have Instagram and you got beef, you kind of got to just move militant. Like a wise man once said, it's cool to stay in the house, man.
Yeah.
You know, you got a girlfriend or whatever, you could have celebrated in the crib with her, you know, get some cake, some food, some good bud.
Oh, you know, he was posting like, yo, private party,
Yeah, but what
DM me for the address.
For me, and I don't like to speak on the dead, nothing bad.
Yeah.
You know, for me, rest in peace to the young brother. You know, I was a fan, I'm a fan of Young and Ace and him.
Yeah, me too.
You know, I know shit is real, and sometimes when shit gets past another level, it's a level that me or you or nobody could stop. And I don't know the situation.
Well, I'll tell you this. I'll tell you the situation.
Hold on. Because I don't want to get into no federal shit. So my whole thing is this. He got killed in a crazy way.
Yes.
The people got caught. Right?
Yeah, four people have been arrested.
Okay, cool, because you know you got license plate readers and phones now.
All that.
But the whole thing for me is like, when we had beef with niggas, 50 always used to stay low. Or, yo, watch how you move. And then at the same time, when you're on a whole nother level and you associated with shit, the lawsuits are different. So niggas used to be like, we never see them, they never outside. When you're paying $80,000 because a nigga got his jaw broke, or $50,000, and niggas will say, I'm suing 50 and you. 50 might not even be there, and the nigga be at your lawsuit. Then you learn it's different levels. Certain rappers don't reach that level, and it's no disrespect to them. I didn't even, like, Eminem, these niggas are doing arenas. I'm still doing clubs. I know my position. House of Blues, and I'm happy with that money.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying to you is, like, when you get to that level, it's the way you got to move different.
Well, yeah, because one of the girls.
And what I'm saying is, even not even that level, but even if you got beef like that, and you go on live, and you know, we already know the results of social media, you know, and that's another conversation I have with them niggas, because niggas will be like, blame the music. It's the music. If drill music and all this shit didn't have social media, it wouldn't be as worse as it is.
Yeah.
But now when a nigga say something about your moms or your sister and can go put it up there, you know what I mean? Usually nigga used to put it in a diss record in the early 2000s. Fast forward 20 years later, now it's the fuel to the fire. So I even had that conversation on Human Harmony. That was a big conversation. It'll be coming out soon too. We got some fucking $1 million content we was taping. Shout out to my man Rocket. Shout out to my man Blue. You know what I mean? Shout to Rocket. Shout to NBA, NV3. Shout to everybody was there. The Champ, his late, everybody. Shout to everybody that was there. But Skrilla, but you know what I mean? So look. So when you look at this, a lot of people blame the music. From the beginning of time, we blame the music, or we blame the movies. But at the end of the day, social media is the fuel to the fire to everything.
I agree.
Let's keep it real. I heard they even got a Cops. Remember Cops, the TV show?
Yeah.
It's coming back in New York.
I believe it.
They shouldn't do that. I hope that wasn't the mayor's idea. Eric Adams, what's his name? Adams? That was his. I hope that wasn't his idea. Because I'm going to tell you what, niggas are going to be trying to knock out police and all that just for the cameras. You know how New York niggas is, Vlad. You know how New York niggas is. You can't have cops in New York. They and no disrespect to the police either. We get to smoke weed in front of them now. So I ain't got no beef with them. And you know, I'm eating duck in Romania. I'm eating caviar pancakes in fucking Paris. I'm eating escargot in Dubai. So I don't care about none of that shit.
The girl who got arrested, they basically have the proof that she sent the address of where they were to the dudes who ultimately killed her.
Yeah, they said she was in the party.
She was in the party. There's pictures of her in the party.
You know what's
she
crazy?
DM'd the address.
You know what's crazy? And I don't like to talk about niggas' business, but niggas was even saying they was in the video or some shit.
Something like that.
Like somebody was in the video.
Right. And here's
look, the people supposedly that did that was in the video. That's what niggas is telling me. Like, yo, they was in the video, but I don't be knowing.
Well, here's how ugly it is. One of the suspect's brother, this dude named Spaz, was allegedly killed by one of Fulio's friends. And then Fulio rapped about it, and there's a video of one of Fulio's people urinating on the dude's grave.
Yeah,
so it's just ugly on a lot of different levels.
And you know what's crazy is, you know, you be a fan of some of the music. I love it. But when you look at Who I Smoke, right, from Young and Ace, right? Let me talk. Because you always try to control the narrative. You never want to let nobody talk, Vlad, especially me. And you know, I'm the best guy on your fucking show. I do the most numbers. Give me more money. Give me more money. So look, you got Young and Ace, Who I Smoke. Look up how many numbers on YouTube he did.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Look it up. Okay, what's that shit at? 50 million, 80 million, 100 million?
51 million.
Okay, now look up the Fulio shit. When I see you, what's that other joint? When I see you, them two biggest disses from them.
53 million. All right there.
There you go.
Yeah, 100 million put together.
It's fucked up when a nigga get killed, but the public eat this shit up. The public, the nigga overseas that don't gotta worry about gun violence, let's get fresh air. That's his entertainment for the day. You seen this? He killed Timmy. You heard the song? He's laying on a nigga grave. Young and Ace it's the same shit. It's entertainment. People love that shit. Just like it goes back to Biggie and Pac, the vibe covers. East Coast, West Coast. Back in the days, the fuel to the fire was the magazine. But the magazine had to get to you. Now social media, 2 seconds.
Well, yeah, I mean, and I talked about this
with
with academics.
Both of them together, 100 million views.
Yeah.
So what does that fucking tell you? People's eating this shit up. Even though rest in peace to Fulio and his moms and all that shit.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
family, condolences, family. Listen, and all the other peoples that died, because, you know, it's a terrible cycle we live.
No, it's a horrible cycle.
It's the streets.
Right, because I remember I interviewed Young and Ace, and both my Fulio and Young and Ace interviews.
Oh, you interviewed both of them?
I've interviewed both of them.
Shit, so
I've interviewed Young and Ace like twice.
Damn, what?
Fulio's been on my platform twice.
Yeah,
and
I know
when
Fulio,
I talked to
when
I talked to Fulio and Young and Ace, I said, listen, I understand there's a lot of shit, but can y'all work it out? Can y'all get on the phone? Can y'all put it behind? Because I remember
But you know what? That's when you're doing too much. And I'm going to tell you why. Because street politics, you got to leave that for the streets.
You don't think that I can at least try?
No. I think, no. Street politics leave that for the streets. Because when you get them on the phone, you never know who the feds is watching or who's on the phone or whatever. Now you mixing yourself in street shit. Oh, now Vlad's on the wiretap trying to play Kumbaya. That's not me and your business. If two niggas got beef, that's not me and your business. Because one thing now these days, the younger generation, they don't want you to preach to them. All you can do is show them or give them an example. But you getting caught up in what they doing, this how the streets work. You could be cool with this side and cool with this side. But once bodies drop, there's no kumbaya for these niggas. His friends died, you put it in the rap song. His friends died, you put it on the rap song. Okay, now the goal is to hurt one of y'all or embarrass one of y'all, because like I said, it's social media. So if I'm trying to get Young and Ace and Fulio on the phone, you gonna get smoked. You could listen.
I never said I'm trying to get him on the phone, but I said, can y'all work it out?
Yeah,
and Fulio said, we'll talk sooner than later.
Look,
we'll
y'all
probably work it out.
Now this is where you're taking your business and you're making it personal. Listen to what I'm saying.
Come on, sir.
You're taking it personal now. Now who's gonna go to that meeting? You's gonna go to the meeting? Fulio and Young and Ace meet up. I'm not meeting up with them two niggas. Choppers everywhere. Yo, stop the meeting. Vlad, the fucking beard got shot off. Vlad, yeah, Ice Spice beard shot off. Yo, chill. Yo, fuck you, Vlad. Now you on Snack on Wood. Vlad get hit 21 times. Cause you trying to be cool with the ops. Niggas ain't with that shit. I kind of respect it because I'm big on loyalty. So this op shit is real. You hang with the ops, niggas ain't fucking with you. Cause you gotta remember, this is the industry. People, don't let these people fool you. All these motherfuckers pick and choose. That's why I tell y'all motherfuckers, I don't need your money. 50 got me a murder deal. People pick and choose. That's just what the industry is about. Certain artists are bigger than other artists. Certain comedians are bigger than different comedians. Certain R&B artists are bigger than others. People pick and choose. For me, I treat everybody the same.
Well, yeah, I remember when I interviewed Young and Ace, and I started naming the people that he mentioned and who I smoke. Rod K, 22 years old. Lil Petey, 18. Bibby, 16
yeah, but
years
I don't
old.
want to bring that
Lil
up.
Nine, 18. Techie, 22.
We don't want to make him
No, but
federal.
I'm saying, but I brought this up in the interview.
Because now with this going on, he might be a little hot, so I don't want to
Well,
talk about
listen,
him.
all I'm saying is these are all young men.
And I know he dropped 2 videos, and
Yeah,
I watched.
and
I ain't gonna lie, but I'm not gonna say like I don't indulge in the ignorance because I watch it too.
Yeah, we
I
all
watch
do.
both videos.
We all do.
And but it's tragic when somebody died. It's tragic.
Yeah.
But we all got something in common. We all gonna die, brother.
Yeah, and look,
for me, I always learned, and they always tell you that, I learned this in the shock program, Layfield Shock. People, places, and things. People, places, and things. And that's what a lot of people gotta understand. People, places, and things. Because if you take somebody that's in a fucked up environment and put them in a good environment, 9 times out of 10, they'll do better.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I brought the kids up here that time, because some people like you, some people don't. But a lot of people do like you. They do like when we do our interviews. But I don't worry about like what people think or death threats. I'm gonna kill you, yeah, you doing blood. I laugh at shit. You ain't killing nobody. You don't call me and kill you.
Over an interview.
Yeah, over an interview. I'm gonna kill you. I just laugh at that because I'm a gangster. I've been through so much, but I'm a reformed gangster. I'm chilling. Changed my life. I got these deals. I got 2 cannabis deals right now. I got the deal with Spencer's. I got my clothing store opening with my man Ali. Like we doing big things over here. Got the music on with Murder. Murder's about to drop project. We just shot a video in Vienna. That's crazy. Shout out to Crusade. We just shot that. Fifth had us on a private jet. Fucking we eating fruit and healthy shit on the jet. You know what I mean? Go to the restaurant. We eating duck and fucking all kinds of shit. I'm living the life, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. Like I said, you see me appareled out, wearing my shit now. It's all business for me, man. I got about 5 deals on the table. And, hopefully Revolt or Nori or one of these niggas or Charlemagne, Major Effect. I'm like, somebody just say, here, yeah, what's the bag? What is it, Black Effect?
Black Effect, yeah.
See, I don't even know what's going on. I'm just
Yeah.
Black Effect, shout out to Charlemagne.
Since our last interview, Pop Smoke's killer got out, one of them.
Right.
And he did an interview on No Jumper. A lot of people were mad at Adam. And I think, was it you that said that he gonna come out probably even crazier than he was before?
I don't even remember what I said. It's a sad thing.
Did you know Pop Smoke?
Yeah, I met him. I met Pop Smoke at the first Tycoon. But, you know, I never got a chance to really hang out with him. I know he came to the office, and you know, he's one of the best rappers there. Yeah. Shout out to his moms. Maybe you need to interview his moms one time.
Yeah. By the way, 50 did a great job executive producing that album after he died. Great job.
Yeah. And what's his guy name? Steve Victor? What's his name?
Yeah, Stephen Victor.
Stephen Victor. Shout out to him.
Yeah. I cussed him out actually.
I don't know about.
I cussed him out. The reason I cussed him out was because he reached out to me before Pop Smoke even kind of came out. He's like, listen, I want to get Pop Smoke on your platform. I said, cool, I'd love to. I'm fucking with it. And then he never followed up. And when Pop Smoke died, I'm like, yo, bro, like, we could have had his only life story.
Well, the first person I know to have him on platform, rest in peace to K. Slay.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, K. Slay was the first person to have Pop Smoke on his platform.
But there's no real serious Pop Smoke interviews, just a little tidbits here and there.
But still,
I would have done a real serious one.
No,
I kind of got mad at Stephen Victor over.
That's the first person. K. Slay was the first person to mess with him as usual because K. Slay fuck with the streets. Yeah. One of the greatest all time. Miss K. Slay to this day. His birthday was the other day or something like that. Something passed. And I think it was him and Nipsey. I'm not sure. But I seen something with K. Slay on Instagram. Rest in peace to K. Slay. And Mr. Shout to rest in peace Mr. C too, because we lost him since then. Well, I was lost. Yeah, that was one of his first interviews. And I told you that was the first Tycoon where he was there. I got a chance to, you know, meet him. Yeah. You know, it was Pop Smoke, Casanova was there running around, water guns. It was an epic night. Fucking Wyatt Fenlucci, Snoop was in there. Fucking, it was just a movie, man. It was an epic movie. And like I said, shit, Pop Smoke gone, Casanova in jail, Wyatt Fenn in jail. You know, so to me,
Wyatt Fenn's getting out soon, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, I hope he do. But to me,
he should be out by now. But for whatever reason,
besides that, to Human Harmony was that. It was just crazy, way more crazy. Yeah. Because Fifth, like I said, he had the dome built, pause, and he had, you know, buying hotels and all the artists that was, you know, flown out. So when somebody says, "Why would you spend $500,000 on the police?" He spent probably $250,000 on generators, $500,000 on the police. I could imagine what the dome cost. The dome, no Diddy, that dome, it cost some money. It's just like how it is in Vegas. So I know that costs millions. Yeah. The generators alone is at least $250,000 or maybe more. So the police at $500,000, what's that to 50? Of course, if you had $1 billion worth of people there, Dave Chappelle, all these guys, Andrew Schultz, these guys are worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Wouldn't you want to protect them too?
Listen, I'm all for it. I use police protection. You know what I'm saying? So,
but it just
you're not going to try to convince me that this is a bad idea.
You want to make sure every area is secure for these artists. All these artists got suites and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They good. Yeah. You know, we got to have protection for them. You got armed security. You got off-duty security. $500,000, man. Spend $500,000. Look, and y'all give that motherfucker more press than anything. Y'all ain't even talk about the positivity. Y'all didn't talk about the 4 days. That's why you could do positive shit and ain't never talk about it. There would have been 6 shootouts. Oh my God, Human Harmony, 6 shootouts. Oh, I know 50 couldn't get the people together. That's the murder capital. Them niggas can't get along. That nigga 50 crazy. He buying up shit out there. Yo, mad shootouts. Nigga got shot in the head. One nigga got shot up 22 times. You would have went, all y'all niggas. Every website would have went crazy if there was 6 shootouts. That's the point. But how we gonna get better if y'all don't want to put out better news? Once a nigga gets shot, that's like me in Turkey. Let me have been in cuffs. Murder amped it up to where I don't know if it's a scam likely. Let me get up. Trump wanted to get you out of jail. Friends with Trump. I'm getting them dumb texts like that. I'm like, yo, I didn't get locked up. I just got detained.
What did you think about Trump getting shot?
It was a movie. What do you mean?
Because remember, he got shot, and then when 50 performed, I think Many Men, he put Trump's face on his body. Like,
I didn't even know that was on stage, but that shit was crazy.
Let me tell you something.
Are we sure he even did that? Somebody, because
No, it was real. It was a real video.
No, I know it was a video, but what I'm saying is, I didn't even know that was going to be on the screen. Yeah. So for me, we had a venue.
Oh, were you performing that night?
Yeah, I think that was
okay.
posted.
So you turned around and you saw it?
I was there.
Okay, got it.
I didn't even see it till after the show. I didn't know that was up there. So I can't say, yo, he said to do it or not, because we're in a big venue. These guys got money. They doing whatever they want. I don't know who put that up there, but That shit went super viral, yes.
Right, because you know when Trump did the interview with Aiden Ross, he came out to many men.
Of course, I seen that.
Yeah.
I watched that.
Yeah, and I remember when
But
he
you hate
interviewed.
Aiden Ross too, right? I like that guy.
I'm cool with it. We had a little bit of back and forth. It's whatever.
Yeah,
I
like the young dudes
I do too.
that's coming up. No
I
pause.
do too. It's not that serious.
Mega pause, but
when I interviewed Nicholas Irving, he was an Army sniper.
Mm-hmm.
He basically said that after Trump got shot, he's like the 50 Cent of presidents, essentially. You know what I mean?
We'll see how. I'm not into politics because I know media and training. They always told you don't stay out of politics and religion because it's real touchy subjects. There's a lot of people have different religions and different views on shit. And everybody thinks different.
Mm-hmm.
I was on a plane. I seen a motherfucker go in a airplane bathroom. We business class, barefooted, no socks, no nothing. I'm like, man, this guy's crazy. He's barefooted. You know how many people use that bathroom?
Yeah.
But when he left out, he had Louis Vuitton luggage. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
It's something to think about. It was just weird to me. Like, got Louis Vuitton luggage, but you're walking on pissy floors barefoot.
Hey,
I'm like, wow, people are crazy. It's a crazy world we live in. And and for me, I just try to be humble and stay blessed, man.
Let's end with the hip hop question. LL Cool J put himself, Public Enemy, Slick Rick, and the Beastie Boys on the Mount Rushmore of Def Jam. Agree or disagree?
Say it again?
So the Mount Rushmore of Def Jam, he said LL Cool J, Public Enemy, Slick Rick, and the Beastie Boys.
Wasn't Run DMC on Def Jam?
No. Run DMC was managed by Russell Simmons, but they were on like Profile or something. Yeah, I'm positive.
Look it up. I thought they was on Def Jam. Because if you say Run DMC, I was just thinking how Run DMC ain't on there. Sounded a little valid over there. You got to say it one more time, though, because then you got to name artists that was on Def Jam.
No, when they were coming out, Russell was still trying to get Def Jam off the ground. You see what I'm saying?
But did they put records out on Def Jam?
No.
So what was it, Profile? Are you sure they wasn't on Def Jam? When they had Walk This Way, Aerosmith? Was that Aerosmith?
Hold on.
Walk This Way.
Run DMC discography. Hold on a
Because
second.
I would think you would have to put Run DMC on that Rushmore too, brother.
First album, Profile. Second album, Profile, 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 Profile. And then Crown Royale that came out in 2001 was Arista.
Oh. So
Nothing on Def Jam.
Oh.
Now, people confuse it because Russell Simmons was managing them.
Right.
And that's Run's brother.
Oh.
But they were never on Def Jam.
But you don't feel like he's kind of part of the Def Jam?
You could say that, but they were never on Def Jam. So you can't put them on the Mount Rushmore of Def Jam.
You actually, so Sinead the Mount Rushmore again? Mount Rushmore?
Mount Rushmore.
LL is definitely on it tonight.
Right.
Now, who you said? Beastie Boys, definitely. Who else? Slick Rick? Slick Rick?
Yep.
Yes, of course, yes.
Public Enemy.
Yes.
Now, you're leaving out a lot of people.
Who are you leaving out?
DMX.
But we talking about a whole nother era, though.
Doesn't matter. It's a Mount Rushmore. You're leaving out Jay-Z.
I can't do that. It's a whole nother era. That's why I hate when y'all do that with hip hop in the culture, bro. Y'all don't, it's like, it's a whole nother era. If you're gonna say the Mount Rushmore for the 80s, yes. You gotta say LL. You gotta say Slick Rick. Who else you said? Beastie Boys, right? And who else you said?
Public Enemy.
And Public Enemy. You can't take groups from the 80s and say, yo, they the Mount. Nah, they the Rushmore. They don't get me wrong. They the Mount Rushmore of the 80s hip hop. But when you go to the 90s and all that shit, you're gonna have to go to Jay and DMX and them.
But if you look at
You're gonna
all
have to.
time, like I would say,
Like the worst thing people could do is say, give me your top 5.
no, I get
Listen.
you.
Vlad, don't let me talk.
Go ahead.
The worst thing you could do is say, give me your top 5. And I'm gonna tell you why. It's because you could say top 5 from a certain era, but if we go to the 80s and we say KRS-One, right? Eric B. Rakim, right? Slick Rick, Big Daddy Kane, Cool G Rap. The list goes on and on with that list anyway. That's why I say top 5. Niggas need to start saying top 10, top 20 on the list.
Well, this is top 4. It's even worse.
All right, I know. That's what I'm saying. We need to stop alienating shit when it comes to hip hop. And then you saying We going from the Beastie Boys to DMX and Jay-Z. Come on, bro, make it make sense.
Well,
You can't do that in the culture.
I will
bro.
say this though.
In the 80s, yes, them Slick Rick, LL, Beastie Boys, Public Enemy.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll give it to them. Yes, they the Mount Rushmore in the 80s.
The 80s.
In the 90s, we can fucking go to Jay-Z. Jay-Z fucking owned it, was the president at the time.
Yeah.
So you got to give it to him in that era. DMX, come on, like I said, we was arguing. DMX, so what? Went diamond?
He was the only rapper with 2 #1 albums in the same year.
Okay, but
Remember
he went,
that?
Yeah, both of them went diamond. I think Blood in My
I
Eyes.
think
and,
so. Yeah.
What was it?
Flesh of my flesh.
Yeah, we just was fucking arguing.
It's
in the
hell. It's
crowd.
hell and it's dark and hell is
hot.
hot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, listen. I would just say though, and I'm a big Slick Rick fan. If you take a step back, I would say that in hip hop, DMX had a much stronger body of work than Slick Rick. Slick Rick's first album was amazing.
There we go. We
but,
mixing up eras though.
but it's not a mixing up errors.
Yes,
I'm
it
talking
is.
about consistency throughout your career.
Well, for me, I don't look at hip hop like that. I look at it as different eras. You got your 80s, your 90s, and your 2000s. So you can't compare Beastie Boys to fucking Meth Bleak and them niggas and Rockefeller.
No, but Beastie Boys had a big run. They had multiple multi-platinum albums over and over and over and
I
over
understand
again.
that, but what I'm saying is it's a totally different era, Vlad. That's what I'm saying. Like if this how it should be to me, this how the game should be. Who's my top 5 for the 80s?
Okay.
Who's my top 5 for the 90s?
Who are your top 5 for the 80s?
I mean, it would have to be, honestly, I would gotta put Big Daddy Kane.
Okay.
I know there's no order. Cause
Yeah,
it's
just
hard
out of order. Big
it's
Daddy
not
Kane.
Order. Big Daddy Kane, you gotta put on there. You gotta put Rakim.
Okay.
You gotta put Slick Rick.
Yeah. KRS?
You gotta put KRS-One.
LL Cool J?
Yeah, you gotta put LL on there.
Is that the only Queens rapper on your list?
I mean, for the 80s,
Yeah.
he had it. Nigga, that nigga had I Need Love. Nigga,
No,
back in
I
the
got
days.
it. LL,
What was he,
I
16?
totally agree that LL
I
should
Need
be on
Love. Doo-doo-doo. LL got the most pussy out of all them niggas anyway. Come on, let's
bet.
not. I
Yeah.
always say they put LL as the underdog.
this. Yeah.
Know what I'm saying? But think about it. That nigga was making records from the 80s going into the 90s. He still was relevant.
Yeah.
When he had that, hey, lover, hey, what year is that? Look what year that is.
Hey Lover was
Look
like
it up.
94 maybe?
What was that, Boys to Men on there? Because rest in peace, my man Rough Hands, he used to always play that shit in the basement. Hey Lover was what, 97?
95. I was close.
95?
Yeah, I said 96.
And what year was I Need Love, nigga?
That was earlier. That was probably 80s.
Let's look it up. And you tell me the year gap of hit records.
87.
Motherfucker had Cars Bye with the booming system.
So yeah.
Had that. What else he had?
Mama Said Knock You Out.
Mama Said Knock You Out.
You know, he essentially ended Cannabis's career.
Come
when
on.
they,
I need, no, we ain't talking about Cannabis. Let's talk about the hits. I need
Second round knockout was a pretty big.
What year I need
song.
Around the Way Girl came out?
Round the Way Girl.
Yes. Come on, you crazy.
90.
That was the shit.
No, man, LL Cool J's a
LL's in
legend.
shape, chicks in his video.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What was that other shit? I met her in Queens and she came back from Brooklyn. He had nothing but, when he played in the club.
Doing it well.
Yeah, he had nothing but hit records for the club.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm always gonna have to, you gotta put LL.
No, I mean, LL
But on that
essentially-
Rushmore, hell yeah, I'm keeping him up there. Hell
No,
yeah.
I agree. But
And we talking about
and
style.
I would say Public Enemy because they still have an impact to this day. Slick Rick,
No,
as much as
Public-
I like him, I don't think should be on the Mount Rushmore.
Nah, you're fucking bugging.
All right.
You sound fucking
I would take out Slick
Vlad,
Rick
you're
and put in
fucking-
Jay-Z or DMX.
Bro, you're talking about two different eras. You sound dumb right now, bro. You sound stupid. You really do sound dumb. You would take out Slick Rick and put in Jay. It's two fucking different eras. You're not getting it, Vlad. You're not getting it. You gotta think, Slick Rick is the nigga that started the big jury shit and the swag. Because we gotta think about a rapper. It's the all-around package too. You looking at just rap. LL had the Kangos. He started a whole style where drug dealers was wearing Kangos and sweatsuits. Run DMCs had the no laces from niggas in jail. They started that swag in the sweatsuits. Dookie chains and all that. So that shit trickled on. They got it from the drug dealers and they made it worldwide. So when you look at Slick Rick, This not the only nigga that had one of the best storytellers in fucking hip hop. That's why you sound dumb. One of the best storytellers in hip hop, but broke swag with jewelry, had the one eye patch. Come on, even Biz Markie, big nigga. Come on, Catch the Vapors. These niggas had hits, jewelry. We was looking at them like, yo, we want to be like them on Video Music Box. That's why I always say, always give my shout outs to Ralph McDaniels, because I remember being a kid and it was Nintendo and Video Music Box and karate. Everything else was irrelevant. G.I. Joe, He-Man and all that shit too.
Yeah.
But it got to a point where it was about Video Music Box.
Yeah.
Watching motherfuckers on there. Biz Markie on the boat. The Vapors with the jewelry on. Because all of that counted. So all the shit you seeing now, motherfuckers be like, yo, New York, we ain't start. Because you know everybody hates New York. I'll say that all the time. Say that to them going. Everybody hates New York.
Everybody hates New York?
Everybody hates New York.
How so? How so? Why do you think everyone hates
New
New
York niggas set trends from the beginning of the time. I love everywhere. I love ATL. I love Cali. I love everybody's culture. But New York niggas was the niggas that set trends, even in this hip hop shit.
Well, hip hop was invented here, so yeah, you have to say
Well,
that.
there you go. There goes the answer.
Like, remember Lil Yachty said fashion was really like set in Atlanta, and then all the New York
I
dudes.
understand,
like,
but New York fashion always been a big thing, as well as New York, California, Chicago. These are all big markets. But New York has always been a known. Look at Dapper Dan.
yeah, true.
Motherfuckers was coming out of town from Baltimore, California, going uptown to buy Dapper Dan shit.
Yeah. Now he got
New
deal
York-
with. Now he actually has a real deal with Gucci. He has
This
his
is
own
what I'm
store.
trying to say.
Yeah.
So New York niggas, Harlem, shout out to Harlem. New York niggas always had a swag to them. Even when I was a kid, niggas had sweatsuits, drug dealers, the Adidas sweatsuits, the laces. That came from Queens niggas. Cause you know me and Murder always arguing Queens, Brooklyn. Shout out to everybody in Brooklyn.
So the no laces thing came from jail?
Yeah, that's from jail.
Oh, I never knew that.
Cause you know Jam Master Jay, they say was really the street nigga in
Yeah,
Queens,
I heard
like
that.
in the North Side. He was really
Yeah, there was a documentary they showed before
Yeah.
Jam Master Jay joined the group. They were wearing like these colorful white and yellow suits. Yeah.
Jam Master Jay is the one that kind of brought that to the table, they said, because he was a street
True.
nigga. So he hung around mad niggas that was locked up. Because the North Side niggas back in the days was crazy. Everybody know that. South Side niggas was crazy too, but they got a lot of money. But there was a couple of crazy niggas on the North Side. So you know what I'm saying? Like all that laces, the Adidas, that was a whole trend. You gotta remember, these are the Queens niggas. It's Christmas time in Hollis, Queens. Mom's cooking chicken and collard greens.
Yeah.
Wasn't no social media. We seen the video, man. On Video
Bam,
Music,
bam,
oh my God, Run DMC.
And that little elf dude.
Aerosmith, you gotta.
Yeah.
To me, I know you saying they wasn't signed to Def Jam, but everybody thought they was. Till now,
Yeah.
I thought they was.
They're not, yeah.
So they was fucking with Russ, but to me, they should be on that Rushmore too.
Yeah, I mean, they're the first group. I remember me and Leo Cohen talked about this, about how they're the first group with a sneaker deal in hip hop, period. No one had, the sneaker companies were not
I
looking
remember we
at
played
hip hop.
that tape so much that shit popped. I remember when Biggie or Nas always said it, play the tape pop till the tape pop. Me and my brother had a double, shout out to my brother, yes. We had a double cassette player. Mom's just bought it, we was Haitian, no batteries, because she didn't want us to get shot. You know what I mean? Because you walk around with the boombox back in the days. We was little though. Like my brother was probably 10, I was probably like 7, 8, whatever. And we used to play it on the porch. But I remember Run DMC tape came out. What?
No, I think Run DMC was the first hip hop album
Mom,
that I bought.
Think about it.
Yeah.
Adidas
Like,
was,
I think I had White Lines.
think about it.
You know, but that was singles.
Run DMC in my mind, and this is what I talk about. A lot of people in our culture blew a lot of shit up. Let's keep it real. Like Adidas, they should own a piece of Adidas, to me. Biggie should own a piece of Coogee to
yeah.
me. To me, Bill Cosby and like different people that broke a lot of these shows, they should own a piece of them shows, like a piece of that network. Because even back in the days, like a lot of black people blew up a lot of these television stations, bro. You had Martin, you had the Cosby Show, Different World. I still be watching that shit. Good Times. To me, that was good TV. That was great TV. Good Times in the Projects, JJ, Chicago. Like, come on, man. That was good fucking TV. There was a lot of shows that was created by black people and, and people of culture, and that shit took off to them stations. They should own a
Good
piece of them.
Times was done by Norman Lear, a white dude.
All right, well, he
The
wrote
cast was all black,
All right,
obviously,
well,
but
I
Norman
didn't-
Lear was behind the show.
All right, well, cool. He was an excellent writer. I'm not going to say a white guy
Well,
didn't
he was the overall.
But what I'm
he
saying
put
is,
those shows
what
together.
channel was that on?
Oh, I don't remember.
Look what channel the Cosby Show was on.
Oh, NBC.
Bill Cosby Show owned a piece of that.
Well,
That's just like me watching.
he
look,
owns a piece
That's-
of the royalties.
That's what
off
you gotta
of it.
understand. This is what you gotta understand about our culture, right? Is that we break molds. I wouldn't know what Coogee was if Biggie didn't wear it.
True.
I wouldn't wear Versace if Biggie didn't wear it. I wouldn't know what a leather bomber was if I didn't see drug dealers wear it. I wouldn't buy a Sherlin if I didn't see it wear it. I wouldn't buy a Dookie chain if I didn't see Run DMC. I wouldn't buy Adidas if I didn't see them wear it. So this is from the beginning, way back in hip hop, bro, where motherfuckers were setting trends. So when you say greatest of all time, motherfuckers are wearing Kangos because of LL. Niggas ain't know what a Kango was back in the days.
Yeah. I mean, I had Mano on my show the other day, and me and him got into a little bit of a back and forth about this because I felt that Pop Smoke, even though Dior was an established designer brand, I
Right.
feel like he really put it in everyone's face
I think he did.
on the map.
I agree with you.
Now Mano said, as much as he loved Pop Smoke, he said that's not true because Dior was already big in Brooklyn, and Pop Smoke was rapping about what was already hot. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, you
Dior,
can't.
but Michael and Mary, I agree with you on that. It was a fairly new brand, but the song, Michael Mary. Christian Dior, of course. I agree with Mano on that side.
Yeah.
But the Michael Mary part, y'all both right. I agree with you on that side.
Yeah.
Because people was wearing Michael Mary, but when he dropped the song, come on, that was a classic. I look at Pop Smoke as one of them guys that could make hit records. He was one of the next ones.
Yeah.
I think, God bless him. I think if he wasn't tragically killed, I think New York would have been in so much good shape, artist-wise, because he was one of them. And not because he was just cool with 50. I was just fucking with his music.
No,
and I wish there was
I think
more music.
everyone modeled themselves after Pop Smoke in that genre, in the whole drill genre.
And even the
way
records, like
beats
when
and-
you, and then he's like one of the artists, when you hear other artists on there, like a Fabio Foreign,
Yeah.
or any other artist with him, they just, it's like they sound better on his records. Not saying their records is not good, but they just sound good on his records. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes collabs make you get better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So for Pop Smoke, it's like, that's like with Banks. Banks start rapping, and I'm like, yo, you heard his verse? Shit, I gotta fucking go crazy. He'll make me step my shit up, because he was one of the most lyrical guys on G-Unit. But as for making hit records, that was fifth.
Yeah.
So me, I always been a fan of the guy. I love lyrical shit. I love Jada. I love Banks. I love all the lyrical dudes, Eminem. But I'm also a favorite to the hit records, man. I love those.
Because, I've always complimented your music, like a bunch of songs on your album, especially So Seductive and stuff like that.
Right.
So I assume that 50 wrote the hook on So Seductive,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
'Cause he's rapping it, of course.
Okay, yeah.
Did 50 ever, write your lyrics, or did you always write your own lyrics?
Nah, I always wrote my own lyrics.
Every time?
Yes.
Because there'd be no shame in saying that this dude who's phenomenal.
50, I mean, come on, like you, and to wrap it up, we all know 50 is an excellent writer.
Right, because he wrote
Yeah.
stuff for
He wrote a
Game and
lot of
stuff.
hooks, like
he
when
wrote
you-
hooks for Game and stuff like that.
Yeah, when you hear all the hooks on a lot of the primary G-Unit stuff, it's 50 on the hooks, like records like I Smell Pussy,
Yeah.
Fucking Seductive and On Fire. Certain things you hear him write, and 50 is an excellent hook writer. As for ever writing lyrics for anybody, no, I never seen him do it. Sometimes we'll collab, and that's really about it. Like go back and forth, mesh each other. But as for me, Banks, Game, Buck, everybody kind of really wrote their own shit. 50 just writes all the hooks. And that's one thing I give him. Every hook, damn near you hear, he damn near could. Not all of them, but
Yeah.
what you hear his voice on mainly. He write, and then some you won't hear him on it. But like Hated or Love It, he wrote that hook. I Could Take You Higher, Seductive, he wrote that hook.
Yeah,
So whatever you really hear him on, yeah, he wrote some of them hooks.
got it. But you've always written your own lyrics.
Yes.
Okay, got it. I think that was a fair question. You know what I'm saying? It's not a shot at anybody, but it's like, when you got someone like a 50 in your corner, and he's like, yo, listen, I got a verse for you, and you read it, it's like, oh, shit, okay.
And as for, I know, like, it's a golden rule, no ghostwriter, but when I look at a hook is, like, totally different. That's like...
You could say it's a golden rule, but look at Drake. As big as Drake is, it's established that
Shout
he has
to Drake.
co-writers.
Free Yayo shirts out on sale now. Check me
Yeah.
out, freeyayo.com.
And I would just like to
Passport
say,
shirts
hold
out,
on, I would just like to say...
We out of here. Vlad got to pay me more money or something.
I feel the reason
What
why
is it,
Drake...
50 Action TV?
Yeah,
50 Cent Action.
50 Cent Action TV.
50 Cent Action TV. We're out of here. VladTV.
Hold on. I just want to say this.
Cut the check. Y'all cheap motherfuckers out there.
I just want to
Cut the
say
check.
that I think the reason why Drake wore that Free Yayo shirt
Mm-hmm.
was because right before he wore it, I had released a part of our interview where you were saying that regardless of
All
the
right,
Kendrick
shout
thing,
to you, shout to you. Spencer's,
You know what
shout
I'm
to
saying?
Spencer's though.
I had texted you about this. Before we go, we have to say this. Rest in peace, Beat King.
Oh, rest in peace, B King. Shout to the whole Houston.
Yes.
I totally
he died of a
forgot that.
blood clot.
Rest in peace, man.
Yeah, man.
Big artist, man.
Big
Every time-
producer, artist, trendsetter.
Yeah, of course. Everything all in one, man. Rest in peace to that brother, man. Shout to the whole South. Shout to Houston, H-Town. You know you got to shout him out. Vlad, see, you a good guy.
Yeah,
We done.
that's what it is. We
Yes.
done. Yayo. Till next time. Peace.
Peace.